All right. Hello and welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know how the audio's doing because this is uncharted waters for me doing a stream. Hello, that guy. Thank you for showing up. UAC 9000. Thank you very much. Coming in early for the stream. Love it. All right. And I didn't check the poll. I probably should have checked the poll to see which game to do, but last time I checked it was Twisted Metal 2, so that's where we're at. I give people a few minutes to check in. Josh Brindley, thank you for showing up. I made it in. Happy to see you all here. Is it backwards for you guys? Okay, there we go. Not backwards anymore. I can hear you. Can't hear game audio, and the screen is mirrored on this end. Okay. All right. I think we're okay. Can't hear the game audio. Possibly. Let's see. Yeah, one art form I have not mastered yet is getting the game audio to be mixed in well with the voice. So I just kind of err on the side of caution and just have my voice booming while the game is relatively quiet. So I'll try to figure that out as we go along. Mirror is good now. Yeah, I think I was doing something else with the stream with the webcam and stuff, so I had to flip in OBS like the screen and all that. So should be good now. The mirror problem is not a problem, it's a feature. It's a feature at one point. All right, so since we have a nice crew here, Josh Brindley, that guy, UAC 9000, Sweet Pepino, appreciate you all being here. So your reward for being here is you get to help me choose a car. Because this is the game, as you might be able to tell by the name of the stream, is that I'm trying to learn to like this game. Because I take it on people's words that this game is fantastic and that it's one of the greatest car combat games to ever exist on any platform or any generation or any franchise. But I have not learned to like that. It seems like an acquired taste. Audio is a problem I see many streamers deal with, even ones with years of experience. Okay, at least I'm not the only one, because I feel like at this point in my YouTube career, it's a lot of flailing, a lot of not knowing what the hell I'm doing, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. People struggle with mixing audio in not live content. I still do. I mean, really. If you watch any of my like playthrough videos, like I had one today on Twisted 2012, I err on the side of just having the game quiet because I don't want to have a situation where you can't hear the commentary. Okay, we got one Hammerhead, we got a Twister, and I know Hammerhead is one of the bad ones to use. So if we don't choose that, I'll be happy. Twister seems like a good character, but it would take a lot of practice to get good at. Because I want this to be a somewhat brisk playthrough. I don't want this to be an all-nighter where I'm just, having my brain ground into hamburger meat. I need some chance. Axel is definitely the best, for sure. Shadow I like. Shadow's good. I think Shadow is a good medium between like really good and really a nice challenge. Evan Coolman, I hope you're having a nice day. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a nice day as well. I hope all of you guys are having a nice day. This is a bit of a weird time for me to stream since I normally don't stream during the week. But I did, by some magic, I guess, I have the day off. So I had a little vacation day today, so I get to spend a little bit of time on stream. So I'm happy to see you all here. Streaming audio is like being a DJ, at least for me. I'm always adjusting the audio during the stream. I wish I could do that a little bit better. I finally have my computer in the same room as like where I'm playing, which sounds strange, but like that's new for me. So I have it somewhat close to me to like adjust the audio and stuff, but it's like just out of reach that I have to like roll the chair over there and stuff. So I don't know. I'm very fortunate to be in a situation where that's like the biggest issue on stream is like, oh, I have to roll across a room. Yeah, it is what it is. Axel. So we got a couple Axels, one Shadow, a Twister, and a Hammerhead. So the consensus seems to be on Axel so far, but my full playthrough on my channel was Axel, so I'm a little hesitant doing that one. But if that's what the people want, it's what the people want. Strong special, but you have to pay attention to it still, so I don't think it is a mindlessly broken type of special if you don't like that kind of thing. I think that's where I would land on it too, is that it's balanced. Still can't hear the game? The game is going. Maybe, let's see. Let's see. Okay, can you hear the game now? Is the game audible now? Because as far as OBS is concerned, the game is almost as loud as the mic is. I don't know if that's true. I'll probably just do shadow. I do like the shadow suggestion, so I'll probably go with that. But I want to fix the game audio before we get in. So let me know if it's audible now. There we go. Okay, I guess I had to reset it on OBS, so is it too loud? Yes, we can hear. There it is. Okay, yeah, OBS is a fucking mess of a program. Okay. Thanks all for helping me out with this. Okay, yeah, that's so dumb. Because it said the whole time that it was working, but then I guess you couldn't hear it. Shadow was good too from my experience. Okay, good. I'm glad I picked a decent character. Because I want balance. I think balance is the best way to go. I don't want someone that's like broken and overpowered where it's like I don't get the full experience, but I don't want someone that's so hard to use that it's like, I don't know, like gonna take forever to beat the game. So I'm not that good at this game. That's well documented, I think, at this point. Oh my god, that special is insane. Especially when they're all bunched up like that. So I know it's basically like I guess like a napalm or like a gas can that I can glide across the ground instead of like arc into the air. Audio levels are good. Did I die already? Good lord. What a game. Alright, well I think I did a decent chunk of damage to that group that was there, but the downside of a big group is that there are a lot of people that can hurt me at the same time. Yeah, that special is gnarly, man. That's great. I love that. All right, I'm gonna hope by the time I'm done with this game, I hope to have like some skill developed. I don't want to be in a situation where I've gotten no better by the end. You know, if this was some serial, some TV show, you want there to be some character development. Even if you don't like playing a shadow, just be glad he's off the field 100%. Oh yeah. Although I don't know if I've ever had problems with Shadow. I think it's always like Mr. Slam and Sweet Tooth that I'm more likely afraid of. Especially Slam. I always have issues with him. And for some reason Outlaw. People don't talk enough about Outlaw, but I think he's a fucking prick. I hate him. Here we go. Grim's off the field. The more you operate OBS, the better you will get. Wait till you get using scenes for your streams, intros, and outros. I experimented a little bit with that, because you probably saw, you were joined a little bit before I started, where I had a little bit of a splash screen there. It wasn't necessarily like a stream starting soon sort of thing, but you know, it gave you something to listen to while I was setting up. I'm getting better. I'm in my infancy. But soon I will be much better. I think my special hurts me when I use it. That's a little concerning. Okay, I know there's a... Fuck. Okay, I guess we're not going in there, because Sweet Tooth has it out for us. Okay, that'll be one to tide us over. I guess I'll take the other one over here, too. What is your favorite character special attack across every game? Oh boy, that's a big question. In Twisted Metal 1, I haven't had much experience playing that game yet, but I do enjoy Hammerhead special for some reason, because it's like... These, like... I don't know the wheels, they don't change the model in the game, but like I guess they become like spikes and stuff. They can like round up opponents and stuff, like spiky wheels. I like that. Twisted Metal 2, I think Thumper is probably my favorite. I think that one's just borderline overpowered. It's just so strong. I enjoy that one. Twisted Metal 3, oh boy, Spectre, I guess. Seems like a good one. 4, Pizza Boy, because that's the only one that doesn't miss all the time. Twisted Metal Black, probably Darkside. Not that it's the best one, I just had the most fun using it. Small Brawl, I haven't really played much, so I don't want to speak too much on that one, but I guess I like Warhawk. I don't know. Let's pick one at random. Twisted Metal Head On. That's a. I guess Shadow. I like Shadow in that one. And 2012 Reaper's Chainsaw, 100%. Have you ever played Rogue Trip from PS1? I'm a huge Twisted Metal, but Rogue Trip is cool too. No, I haven't played Rogue Trip yet, but I'm aware of its place in the car combat genre. That it's it's made by the same developers as this game, single track, and it's essentially like a spiritual sequel to Twisted Metal 2 because of course after this game, single track had a big falling out with Sony and so on, so that they couldn't work on it. So that's. I hear it's a good game. The characters don't really endear themselves to me very well. I think they're just kind of. A lot of them are just kind of gross and weird just for the sake of being gross and weird, which I'm not a big fan of. Like, I don't like gross out humor that much. Like, it doesn't do much for me, so I don't... It's a good game, but I don't give them any points for its story or anything. I've been wanting to find some good cables to play these old TM games with. I have emulators, but also appreciate the charm of playing on OG hardware on a CRT. Oh, that would be great. I would love to play like old retro games like this, or even like older ones, like on NES or Super Nintendo, where you played on like original hardware, original like TVs from the time, because I think you lose a lot of that charm, like you say, with like these flat screen, LCD screens. The CRTs, like they handled pixels so much differently that like. All these like sharp, jagged edges, because it's all pixely, like those don't look that way on CRT. They look much softer, and I think and then when they're making these games, like they're making them with the intention of it being shown on a CRT television, so that's what they're designing it for. They're not designing it to look good on an LCD. So I have been interested in showing off something like that, but the closest I can do is, an HD television with a PS3 and the original disc to Twisted Metal 2. That's the only original part of this is the disc, which I found at a local game store, which I'm very happy about. It's like $40 or so, and I'm really happy. It's complete in box. I got all the manuals and stuff. There's even an advertisement for Twisted Metal 3 inside, which I'm pretty stoked about. Shadow's my number 2 hated enemy. Guy's special is on a hair trigger. Oh yeah, any special that's this powerful in the hands of the AI with unlimited uses of it, definitely a challenge to be overcome. Axel's one of those guys you don't want to mess with because of the AI. Just spamming Axel power, Axel power. It's. I think it's funny to watch someone play in that situation, but I hate to be the player, put in that realm. That's terrible. Where is Warhawk? Love when Shadow kills enemies. If you are behind a car behind Shadow, you can kill that enemy in like 6 to 8 specials, which we could knock back enemies like the AI does. Do we not knock back enemies? I never actually paid that much attention. I know we get knocked back like crazy, but I never tried it. Or never like paid much attention. I can knock myself back. There we go. Yeah, I can definitely hurt myself with my own special. And that he yells, "Wieners, wieners, wieners, put them in your mouth." Oh my god. Oh, the one character... So I read that part before I read the other one. The one character I know from Rogue Trip is the guy in the Wienermobile. I thought, because I kept seeing Axel Power, I thought that's what you're like joking, like, oh no, there's a secret code where you type that in, Axel says wiener, wiener, wiener every time he goes off. Okay, no, that's on me. That's on me. Mr. Viggs, how you doing? Happy seeing you here on a Monday afternoon. Also funny to hear your commentary coming from Kongdu, who can't stop complaining. As he said, the game rewards you for getting good. I feel like he plays for content's sake rather than fun. Yeah, I mean, look, I think Kongdu's a great content creator, and I think it shows in his, success so quickly. He's got over, like 1,500 subscribers within, like, just a few months, which is super impressive, so all credit to him. But I do feel like part of it is he kind of found a formula that worked, which is I'm going to play a game, and I'm just going to complain and kind of just be real shitty about it the whole time. And I think once he found, like, that formula, I think he hasn't been able to let go of it. So people like, they'll rave about his, oh, he's so authentic, he's so himself, but I don't think that's true. I think he's like way overdoing it on the sarcasm because I think he thinks it works. That's what people want to hear. But eventually you overdo it and it stops being real. It starts being just a formula that you try to abide by. But I mean, all credit to him though. Like it clearly works. So I can't speak. Let's see if I can knock these guys out. I mean, the explosion is huge with Shadow Special. That is insane. Holy crap. Also, I'm playing a dangerous game by having no lives for this. That napalm is fucking useless. Holy crap. I opted for a CRT over those HD converters for modern TVs, especially when I saw the prices of those converters range from $300 to $1,000. That's insane. Although, I don't know what... I'm not super well versed on like the different technologies and stuff involved, but like I have it's like an AV to HDMI converter that I got for like, I don't know, 20 bucks or so on Amazon. That's probably completely different from what you're talking about, but that's what I've been using for my PlayStation 2. It seems to work well. I mean, it's not gonna win any awards in the quality department, but it gets the job done. Well, that's all I got. Square, triangle, triangle. That's at least easy. Jeez. Axel is relentless. I fucking hate Axel in this game. Axel, Mr. Slam, and Outlaw are the ones that give me the most trouble, for sure. But no, it's not options. I gotta go. You say afternoon, I say 9:45 at night. Yeah, I guess we're in different time zones here. Yeah, I apologize. It was square, triangle, triangle. Yeah, even I can remember that, so that's how good it is. Recording using original hardware can be quite cumbersome. I do it for most the PS1 games I've covered, and I do it because of controller latency and graphic quality, though emulators push frames. Yeah, that's interesting too, because I mean, I never considered emulation as like part of like my workflow if I'm making a video on something, because I don't have access to many of them because I use Mac, you know, but I guess that would be a problem. I never thought about controller latency being an issue. Oh, he is fun still. Yeah, it gets a little grating for me after a while, just because I know what I'm getting into. It's 50 minutes of a guy just groaning, you know, about a game that, like, you know, if he doesn't like it, stop playing it. Like, I like watching videos where someone's clearly, like, enjoying the thing that they're doing, you know. Even if the thing that they're doing is, like, hating on something, like, I want to see, like, them be a little more passionate about it. It seems like he hates it as much as he says he does, if you know what I mean. Like, he just does not have fun. His Team 4 videos, he actually made some good points, so it may be being overhated just based on the story stuff. Yeah, Twisted Metal 4 definitely has its merits, but I think that people do shit on it for just being different than Twisted Metal 1 and 2 and Black, because it's a different company, different philosophy on what Twisted Metal should be. But he likes Twisted Metal 4 the most, so I can see where he'd be more gracious towards those games versus Twisted Metal 2. I think he just likes going against the grain. I keep blowing myself up, because it seems like the games that, you know, you're supposed to like, quote unquote, like Twisted Metal 2 and Black, he tends to be like down on, but the games that like you're supposed to hate, you know, he is way more like generous towards, especially Twisted Metal 4. I think he's just trying to bait people with his TM2 series currently. That he finds the gameplay genuinely irritating. Yeah, I can see that too, but also no one's forcing him to play it. You know, like, if he wants to troll people, like, fine, but, like, you don't need, like, 13 videos that are almost an hour long each to, like, troll someone, because I'll just stop watching. It was fun the first couple of times, because, like, oh, yeah, he's getting these Twisted Metal purists, you know, who think that, like, they know everything about the series and that their opinions are better. Like, you know, you made your point the first time, you know, but, look, it works, so who am I to say anything, you know? So tantalizing next to the hell. I know, I fucking... This map is really, really difficult when you use a password, because you're coming in with no weapons, and then, like, there's only, like, 1 or 2 health pickups that come up, so you kind of have to do your damage as quickly as possible, because you leave 5 opponents like I am, and you put yourself in a really tough spot. I've been told that some of the converters are cheap and introduce a lot of input lag, plus one person pointed out that USB ones are likely to burn out on you. That might be true, because, yeah, I use a USB one, and, I mean, shoot, it works well. It has worked, at least for the last couple of years. I don't use it, you know, like every day or anything, but I haven't had a problem with it. But I could definitely see that being an issue. You should use mine, right, left, down. Okay, I'll try that out. I got much better at playing after learning to use them. The shield is what I really need to start using more of. I think the mines are kind of further down the hierarchy of things I need to learn, for sure. But right, left, down. I think right, left, up is the freeze, which I haven't found a good time to use that yet. But I would like some fucking health, because this is brutal. Real high quality stuff ranges in high prices, maybe because they know retro content makers will pay up to get good picture quality for videos. Yeah, that's true too, because I know one thing Kongdu is, you know, mentioned is that, like, he really values, like, picture quality when he's, like, recording videos and stuff. And I wish I could have that high of a bar for mine. I know mine look like shit, especially compared to his. But you know, I don't make any money from the YouTube, at least not at present moment. You know, so it'd be hard for me to justify like spending that kind of money on something when it doesn't bother me that much. I hope it doesn't bother you guys as well. I get the impression Kong is a contrarian. Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, there's definitely value in being like a devil's advocate or being, you know, against the grain. But I think it has to come from a place of like it has to be authentic, has to be, you know, sincere. And I think it was at first, you know, because there's a lot of value in saying, okay, you guys all think this way. Have you questioned why you think this way? Maybe trying to like, you know, excavate some sort of, you know, deeper meaning or artistic value from looking at a different angle. There's definitely a lot of good to be had if you're a contrarian. But if you're doing it just to do it, you know, just as then that's where you're kind of missing out. You can't mind. I keep blowing myself up. Oh my god. Because I try not to be a contrarian. I try to just give my opinion on things, but I also try to see it from other sides and stuff. So, you know, I want to come in with an open mind and say, okay, my mind is open. I'll try to look at all the things coming my way, and I'll piece it together, and whatever comes out at the end is, you know, a more informed opinion. But to each their own. I mean, I don't have any right way of doing it. I don't know the right way, but it clearly works for him. I think mines are better. It doesn't cost much, and the AI loses its control. Also, they may stop chasing you too. They are great. Okay, I'll try it out. Kongdu likes playing as Axel, especially ramming the opponents. I'm reading the chat off my phone. I hope it's not that obvious, but like there's a little heart on the bottom right of the chat that like blocks part of like the message and stuff. So like whatever message is at the bottom, I have trouble reading it because the little heart that's there. Fucking streamer problems, man. Anyway, I love Axel too. The one time I played through this game with like relative ease was as Axel, just because you can just ram into everyone. If I can just kill like one person before I die, that would be phenomenal. I would love that. Right, left, down. Let's drop a bunch of mines in a ring here. Let's see what happens. God, like the explosion's so big that like I have to like not be moving in order to like hit people with it. The fact that taste is subjective means that often when people get angry about opinions, it's because they can't prove how they feel to themselves either. Yeah, I think, I mean, if I understand you correctly, it's, you know, like, you can't objectively prove with, like, empirical fact that, like, my opinion is right. You know, because at the end of the day, it's just how I feel about something, and how I feel is just based on my experience of it, which is different from yours, different from everyone else's. So, yeah, if you get angry about someone's opinion about something, it's just because, like, you know, you want to feel like your opinions are right, but there's no way to, like, objectively prove that. You know, you can say your opinions are valid, everyone's opinions are valid, but people want their opinions to be correct. And that's just, you know, it's impossible. Starting up is really expensive in the first place. I paid $1,000 for my PC and $1,000 for my camera, not to mention the 4K HDMI cables, just on the hope it'll turn out good. Yeah, I wish it was cheaper for people to, like, artistically express themselves, you know, especially within the gaming scene, because like anyone can, like, I guess, use their smartphone. I assume most people have smartphones, and just film like a dumb vlog or whatever, and just make content that way. But I think you want to make content about stuff you're passionate about, I assume, and for a lot of people that is gaming. Gaming's a huge, you know, industry, a huge market, a huge, you know, thing to entertain yourselves talking about and consuming content about, you know. And it does seem like it's a high bar of entry to, like, start making content about it, for sure. Sweet Tooth loves to spam a special. Hey, he fucking sure does. Alright, I think this map is the hardest one. I think once we get past this, I should have an easier time, I hope. But it's gonna be a struggle. But I also keep doing more harm to myself than anyone. I keep blowing myself up. My god. Alright. Dropping mines. Oh, that was a rear fire. Oh god. No. It was right, left, down. I hit left, right, down. Got my shit mixed up. I'm just putting mines everywhere. Same thing with ricochets in this game. Applies to shadow. It launches at the same speed regardless of your current speed. Yeah, I really hate that. I hate that it happens in Twisted Metal Lost is where I noticed it the most, where like your ricochets are so slow that like have to slow down, otherwise you'll just run into it. And normally, like, that's not a big a deal, because the ricochet doesn't have, like, an AoE effect. It's kind of like a, you know, on contact. But this, like, Shadow Special is so big, it's so powerful, that, like, you kind of have to be really far away in order for it not to hurt you. And so far, that's been my experience. Damn, that napalm fucking went further than I thought it would. Okay. Still 5 enemies left. However, a few of them are injured. So I call that progress. You may call it pathetic. I call it progress. I think I can snipe them. Yeah, see, that's insane. Yeah, if they're bunched up like that, I got a real good shot at doing some good damage. Okay, Warhawk is pretty close. I think Slam I can probably do some decent damage to. Okay. The napalm I'm not super keen on, but it's a weapon, so I would have liked to pick that up, but that's okay. In TMB, is the Warhawk unlock real? Obviously not playable, but I just recently got back into the community. I've been out of the loop for years. As far as I know, there was supposed to be Warhawk as a playable character at some point. It got canceled during development for like technical reasons. It was just too hard. It was too much of a challenge for the programmers and developers to like make it work. You know, because when you're utilizing a whole separate axis that no other character is, and you have your whole game based around like, you know, 2 dimensions essentially, you know, it was, I think it was too much of a challenge, but it was planned for sure. You could even look up online, like the character select screen like had a like already like assets created for it, so you can see like what it would look like in the character select screen. Oh my god, I hope that wasn't my own mind. That would have been super embarrassing. I don't think there's a playable version where he was playable, but they intended to add him early on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was planned, but I don't know how far they ever got. I think it makes sense just as a boss battle, because even the boss battle, it's pretty... I think it's pretty jank. I don't think it works that well, especially since, like... Oh shoot, fuck. Okay, I blew someone. I killed someone. The progress continues. Like, it feels like to me most weapons can't actually hurt Warhawk, which is really frustrating, at least for me. Because obviously, like, you want, like, let's say your special weapon is Junkyard Dog or Mr. Grimm. Like, you have a really, really tough time, like, actually making contact with him because, like, those weapons just don't work for something that's above you that high. Okay, that's gonna hit Sweet Tooth because fucking way too close. Maybe they had something early on, but not in a publicly available beta version. Yeah, to my knowledge, that's the same as well. Yeah, I don't think there's ever like a... There's no footage of it, I guess. I think it was more like they knew Warhawk was going to be a character, and so they thought, okay, let's make him a playable character, try to work it in somehow, and just it never came up. What fascinates me is Darkseid in Twisted Metal 2. I wish that was playable. Yeah, I don't know if I have ever heard like a good answer for why there wasn't Darkseid in Twisted Metal 2, especially since they had a character, I mean, it was a dumb, silly character. It was Granny Dark. It's an old lady with a shotgun. But, I don't know, it fit the style. Like, you know, you already had a model for Darkseid. It's not like it would take much effort to, you know, work that into this game. You know, so just a weird oversight, in my opinion. Okay, I could probably snipe... Ah, okay, the health respawned. Imagine that. God, all I hear is Sweet Tooth's laugh. My goodness. I never heard someone say they even liked playing as Talon in 2012, so Warhawk would have sucked, I bet. Oh yeah, if, you know, given a full 11 years later, if the helicopter couldn't be fun, like, I can't imagine 2001 on the PlayStation 2 it being, like, a decent character. Like, it sounds like it'd be total trash. How does Warhawk fit into the story, or is he just there for no reason? As far as I know, like, the way Warhawk appears in Twisted Metal Black is that the rooftops level that you play on is supposed to be, like, the last level. Like, that's the last challenge that Calypso wants you to face before you receive your prize. But then this helicopter shows up and says, oh, not so fast. You know, you're in violation of Midtown's code, blah, blah, blah. Like, what you're doing is illegal, I'm going to stop you. So then that turns out into the last, like, hurdle to overcome. But, yeah, I don't think he's part of the contest. He's not, like, one of Calypso's cronies or something. Oh my god, I don't want to die. What's the shield code? Oh god. I'm in real big trouble here. I need something, because I don't trust myself to land a power missile. Not one bit. Ah, the fucking napalm going. If I hit him with the... If I had my shield and I could hit him with my special, I could have got him. Damn, I suck at this game so bad. Darkseid's appeared in many games. Wish Mr. Ash didn't disappear. Oh yeah, Mr. Ash was like a cool character, man. Especially like, you know, when this game came out, you know, they started drawing a lot more like Hell and Satan parallels with like Calypso and stuff. With a comic book and all that. Upright, thank you very much. You think Mr. Ash would fit into the narrative of like you bring in like, you know, Minion's a demon and Calypso's from Hell and all that. I think it would have been cool. Darkseid's appeared in many... Warhawk is just a police helicopter trying to stop you. Yeah, exactly. Sweet Pepino, you're on it. You're on it today. I'm too slow. Alright, I gotta be better about this. I know the shield combo now. We can focus on that. I want to be Boomhauer ATV again. That's, like, honestly the most underrated character to me. No one ever mentions Boomhauer on the ATV, but I think it's hilarious. I think it's, like, one of the funniest things they've ever done in the whole series. And that counts, like... Oh boy, like the Hammerhead ending in this game, or the Sweet Tooth ending in number 1, like legit, like, I think pretty funny endings, and that one's one of them. I love it. Yeah, upright for the shield. Let's test it out. Okay, you're not wrong. Also, like, Kongdu mentions, like, he doesn't, like, get good register on, like, the inputs. I feel like I can get him pretty consistently. And maybe it's because I'm on PS3 versus, like, an emulator. Maybe that's why. Because I'm not 100% certain where he plays the game on. But, like, I'm pretty sure it's emulator, which would, in my opinion, have those issues, you know, with like, input lag and input latency and stuff. So maybe that's more of a him problem than a game problem. Because playing on, like, you know, I don't know, borderline original hardware, because the PS3 emulates a PS1 like fairly well. Like, it's basically got a PS1 inside of it. You know, I think, I don't know, I think it's just him. He's also a reference to Warhawk, a game I worked on by single track at the same time as TM1. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, people forget about Warhawk too, but I think that Warhawk, in some like interviews with Jaffe, saying that Warhawk was supposed to be the big project, that was going to be the big seller. And Twisted Metal was this like dumb side project they worked on, but it ended up being the opposite. Twisted Metal was the really successful one, while Warhawk kind of fell into obscurity. Like, Twisted Metal got like 7 or 8 sequels, and Warhawk got like, I think 2. He got a PS3 release, online only, and then like Starhawk in 2012 or something like that. It was kind of a flop. I want to play Warhawk. I only have Critical Depth. I haven't played either game. I really should, though. I've had a few people recommend Critical Depth to me, and I'm kind of interested in it, because everyone talks about Road Trip, but I think Critical Depth is the other one that's like really similar to Twisted Metal, from the same developers. It'd be kind of cool to check that one out for sure. Oh boy, I'm trying to read chat, but Thumper's fucking on my case. Get out of here. Fuck yeah, we got the health. That was a full health too. That's huge. That's huge. Okay, great. Well, my one job here is to look at chat. You have to play and engage. I really appreciate that. Like, it so far, like, my career on live streaming and content creation is relatively short. It's been just a few months, but so far, everyone that I've like met or talked to, or like had the pleasure of calling like an audience, has been just like the greatest people. Like, so helpful, so polite, like so nice. Like, no one's been like a complete asshole yet, and I'm kind of waiting for like someone to be really mean at some point, because like I'll have to learn if I can handle that or not. But so far, haven't had to. It's great. You guys are great. Critical Depth seems awesome, actually. I've seen some of the stories, and they were cracking me up. I gotta check it out then. Maybe I'll look up the endings or characters or something at some point, because I'm sure people want to hear about it. Because people keep telling me to play Vigilante 8 and Road Trip and stuff, and like I want to, but I don't know. It's like it seems daunting. Because I bought Vigilante 8. I found it at the same store I bought Twisted Metal 2 on disc. I found Vigilante 8. So like I kind of play it, man. It seems really. If I suck at this game, and like I've been playing this game for years, I can't imagine like a game I've never even touched before. Come on, Roadkill. There we go. Got him. Let's fucking go. All right, upright, lightning. They didn't touch him? Come on. Even playing on PS1, I have trouble registering the special moves. Okay, I didn't even mean to hit him. I was reading chat and I just kind of bumped into him, so fucking, I'll take it. Alright, we did it. We beat the hard level. Yeah, I don't know. I so far have not had that much trouble with the inputs, but maybe I don't know. I'm sure maybe that'll change later. I don't know. As my brain becomes mush throughout the stream, I'm sure that'll change. I still theorize you and other YouTubers who have all started playing Twisted Metal at the same time is all a conspiracy to make me subscribe to Peacock. But I enjoy it all. Look, it could be. I'm actually just as shocked as you are. Like, how many people are playing this game recently? Because, like, it does seem a little fishy that, like, you know, a new show is coming out, and all of a sudden, you know, we have multiple, like, I consider very high quality and, like, talented content creators, Kongdu, Fingley, you know, Winters. I hope you guys think of me that way, too. All playing, like, this series at the same time. You know, when, at least for me, I had no prior, like, I mean, I always wanted to make content and stuff, but, like, you know, nothing really inspired me to do so until, like, you know, I thought about talking about Twisted Metal. So I don't know where it came from, but you're right. It could be a conspiracy. I might be like, what do you call it? Like a, I don't know, like the unconscious, like, contributor. I don't know. It's cool though. I'm happy about it. Warhawk got relegated to being a one-time character in Twisted Metal. Yeah, right. Isn't that crazy? Like, what they expected to be like the big budget, like really high quality game, ended up being like, you know, just a small cameo character in the game it was supposed to like triumph over. Axel's ending in Head On is funny. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw the short I had uploaded today where I went over the worst endings in each Twisted Metal game, and the one I chose for Head On was Axel's ending. Not because like I don't find it funny, it's just like, you know, if you want to put them on a level of quality, like, okay, how much, like, objectively is it good? No, it's stupid and dumb, but it's hilarious. I love it. It is good though, but it's so dumb. But that's what makes it funny, I guess. Watching you play just brings back so many memories from when I was a kid. Probably when you were a kid playing this game for the first time, because I can't imagine you're watching this like, oh yes, this is the high skill that I used to possess when I was playing. Okay, I'll take a loss there. That's fine. Critical depth is interesting story-wise. Every level has text between developing the plot for each character. Man, that's what Twisted Metal Black did, I guess. So maybe that's where they got that idea from. Like, each loading screen is like a little dialogue. But I think Vigilante 8 did a great job with that too, where, like, you know, each level, like, each character is like a different order that you play the levels in, as far as I know. And I think that's a brilliant way to go about it, because then, like, every time you play a character, you're not playing the same levels in the same order. But you also get, like, a little bit of story, like, okay, they're going from this place to this place for this reason. And I thought that was really creative and cool. Okay, I think I took damage by ramming into that building. Okay, alright, hold on. What's the XX circle, triangle X? XX circle, triangle X. And thankfully, I'm watching a stream on my phone to keep up with the chat. So if I forget what that is, as I already have, I can just wait for it to come up on the chat screen. All right. The delay comes in handy. XX circle, triangle X. Thank you, delayed live stream. Help me out there. I can get the special moves to work pretty consistently on the PS1. Timing is key, but so is the processor not being overloaded with stuff. Antarctica is too intensive and suffers from lag. That could be part of it for sure. Like the way it, maybe on the emulators, like maybe the way the processor handles it. Like I don't know. I'm not a programmer or nothing, but that could be why on the emulators it has such a struggle. Vigilante 2 is great. My favorite part was the desert map, and you can trigger a meteorite, and if you destroy it, you unleash a giant ant attack. The heck, enemies out of the 50s movie. Okay, yeah, I did see that when Fingley had played through Vigilante 2, or Vigilante 8 Second Offense, or whatever it's called. Like, I did see that, like, the ants come out and stuff like that. That sort of stuff screams to me Twisted Metal, like, just weird, rough around the edges, campy, like, who gives a shit attitude. I love it. I think it's great. Sleeper cell it could be. I mean, I wouldn't even know it. That's the scary part. Because I could be part of it and I would never even be aware. Alright, we're gonna blow up the Eiffel Tower. I didn't do it last time. I think maybe that's why the game punished me. Your TikTok style content is top tier. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm not claiming to be any expert on, like, SEO or, like, TikTok short form content creation or nothing, but I'm trying to like hone my skills. So dial it all in. So I'm getting it under a minute so it can appear on YouTube as a short, and just really doing my best. I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot. Uh-oh. I still have the remote bomb, right? No? Okay, well, shit. Okay, we gotta go down then. Alright, I'll back up. There we go. Did someone else pick it up? Okay, game, do you want me to blow it up or not? Okay, I do have it. Alright, great. Okay, I think if you jump on top of these little fountains, it should, like, boost me up somehow. I don't want to die, but Mr. Slam seems to be against that idea. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I wish the series went the Lost Endings route. Twisted Metal 1 Underground feeling is really underrated compared to the post-apocalyptic vibes from the rest of the series. I don't know if... I agree with you. I do think that the Twisted Metal 1 style is underrated. Like, people don't talk enough about it. Because I think it is, like, the way that the series should have gone more that way, I think, in some ways. But I wouldn't call it post-apocalypse for... I mean, maybe... I think 3 is the only game that actually, like, does literally take place in a post-apocalypse. Whereas, like, Twisted Metal Black is just, like, a dreary, drab world. And then, I don't think Twisted Metal 2... It's supposed to be, like, the real world in Twisted Metal 2. Fuck, man. I had a lot of specials. I had 5 specials. All gone. If you like Twisted Metal, you'd like the indie game Fumes. Yeah, I did see you playing Fumes on your channel there. Also, if anyone hasn't checked out that guy that does things, he has great content on gaming as well. Great personality to follow. But he played a game Fumes that is like an indie car combat game. And one thing that I didn't like about it right away was, like, it didn't feel like Twisted Metal to me. Like, just me watching it didn't give me the same feeling. And I think it has to do with the way it handles the camera. Where Twisted Metal, like, the camera's always locked right behind the vehicle. So, like, you sort of have to maneuver the car almost like a gun in, like, a first-person shooter. You know, where you have to point it at things. Versus, like, you know, if your weapons were on a separate camera or separate swivel than the vehicle. I think it keeps the pace high. Okay, how do you get up there? Like, the fountain's supposed to push me, right? Like, that's... I hope I got this right. Up, 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 up. Come on, I'm right there. There we go, okay. Wow, that was so awkward and clumsy. But I think it's, like, the camera thing is a really, like, overlooked part of the Twisted Metal formula. Like, that the camera doesn't move. You know, you can look behind you at certain points, but the camera's always directly behind the car, and no matter how fast or, like, how much crazy movement you're doing, it's always locked right behind the car. You know, so you always have to be pointing at your target. And so you're always having to spin around and do all these crazy maneuvers in order to, like, you know, reacquire. And it keeps the pace high, I think. Whereas having, like, tank controls where you can move the turrets, like, you know, separate from the vehicle itself, I think it sort of diminishes the pace. Oh, man. What was it, Old Giant Ant movie? Wasn't it called Those or something? I think it's called Them. There was a quest in Fallout 3 called Those, which was parodying that movie. But I think the actual movie is called Them, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I should watch more of those classic movies, man. Like, there's so much shit that we just forget about as a society that we shouldn't, because, like, that movie seems great. I want to watch it. The easiest way to get the health on the fountain is by jumping from the river. Okay, I should try that instead of just... I mean, my way worked, but good God, was it clumsy. Also, some of these cars should have, like, health inside of them, right? I'm not crazy about that. That's a power missile. I don't want to keep getting weapons because then I feel pressure to use them and I am in no position. Okay, up, right. Well, alright. It was XX circle, triangle X. XX circle, triangle X. Great. It was XX circle, triangle X. Oh god. Fuck. No, I wasn't trying to put it in password. Oh no. XX circle, triangle X. Did it work? Okay, great. I got it. With them talking about reviving the series, any vehicles or characters you'd want to return? Oh, that's a great question, yeah. I like the classic roster. Even though I like Black as my favorite game, I like the roster from Twisted Metal 2. I think it's more iconic. I think it's more colorful and creative. Even though Black had, like... If a character was in this game but then also appeared in Black, I prefer the version in Black. But, like, the characters that only appear in this game, I think, are better than the characters that only appear in Black, if that makes sense. Like, Grasshopper, Twister, let's see, who else? Hammerhead. Like, those cars are better to me than Manslaughter and, let's see, who else? Yellow Jacket in Black. I don't know. I just think it's a little more fun, a little more iconic and memorable than they were in Black. But I go with the OG roster for sure. Yeah, the Fallout 3 quest is the only reason I've heard of that. Yeah, same. 100%. There's so many things that like came out of Fallout that like I just wouldn't know about if not for Fallout. And for that, like I'm really grateful to Fallout for it. Because like I mean all the 40s music I think is an easy one. Like I would have no reason ever to like bother looking at like 1940s like jazz and whatever you call the ink spots. I don't know my genres that well, but you know, I would never even have heard of them if not for them, but I'm so happy I did because they're great. Hey man, I just want to say I'm a big fan of all the Twisted Metal games, and I love watching you play. Keep up the good content, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, it really means a lot that people enjoy it, but also enjoy it so much that they're willing to, you know, join a stream and tell me how much they like it. So I really appreciate that. You know, because it would not take much for me to be like, no, I never want to do this again. I want to stop making content and streaming and stuff. But you guys are so nice and so kind and patient and like understanding with like some of the shortcomings of my content that like I don't know, it's hard to deny it, you know, hard to deny the audience. So thank you. Dark Horse candidate, I want Firestarter to get a shout. This series needs more hot rods. Yeah, and I think 99 Studios understood sort of like, you know, if Twisted Metal is supposed to be like the Americana, like you blow up the familiar and stuff, like I think Americana, a big part of it is like these blaring, like, you know, obnoxious hot rods like a Firestarter or Dragula in Twisted Metal 4, Drag Queen, I think, too. Who else? Mr. or how was it? Captain Grimm. Like, just those kind of, like, big wheels, big engines, like, just loud cars. Like, we need more of that. They didn't really appear in many Twisted Metal games. Was that a double kill? Fuck yeah. Let's go. Right? Because Sweet Tooth died too, so... Or did he get... I heard there was a lady scream in there, who I think was Twister. But then Sweet Tooth also exploded, I'm pretty darn sure. I don't know. Maybe there were 6 enemies and now we're down to 4. I don't know. I wouldn't rule out my inability to count. Mathematics is not something that I'm particularly great at. Also, I need health bad. My last resort will be the health on top of the fountain. That's what I'll go for. Okay, that one's not there. That's not good. That's not good. Don't know if you noticed, Shadow Special deals more damage if enemies are on the air or slopes. Basically, if they aren't on the ground. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how to... That's good information. I don't want to discount your information, but I don't know if I trust my own skill enough to, like, utilize that, what you just said. But I will do my best. Okay. Alright, we're gonna... Oh god, okay. Jumping from the river. We got it. Okay, I don't have remote bombs, but I'm gonna just chill up here for a sec. Okay, he hit Axel while he was in the air. That worked. That was something. Okay, we're in big trouble. I needed a remote bomb so I can blow up the Eiffel Tower so I can get to the health on the other rooftop, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. So for now, I'm just gonna chill. I don't think we will get another game, but an idea would be to do like Halo with the... Oh shit. Grasshopper, you fucking asshole. I'm trying to re-chat. Okay, they're done. Outlaw 2. Have I even seen you this whole time? Like, get out of here, dude. Who even are you? You don't even go here. Did it actually just... Did I kill Outlaw? Was it that easy? This might be like a legit strat just to camp up here. Holy crap. Okay. Okay, Spectre has a bunch of health, so this is trouble. Okay. If we do like Halo, did the Master Chief Collection, add them all to one and revive them online for each? That would be really cool. That'd be a great idea. Just to, yeah, make it a collection. Although the only online that I'm aware of is Black, Head On, in 2012. The only one that had online features, but... Oh no, Twisted Metal 2 I think had it too on the PC port. That could be an idea too. Fallout 3 is my first ever Fallout game. It's one of my favorite games, like number 5 in my top 5. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, Fallout 3 was my first one, and I'm super grateful that I got to play it at the time that I did, because, you know, I was a big gamer throughout my entire life, but, like, I don't know if I ever, like, realized the full potential of, like, how much a game can, like, immerse me into it until I played Fallout 3. Just an absolute masterclass in, like, environmental storytelling and world building, and just... dialogue and immersion. That's fantastic, and I love it. It applies to remote bombs too. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Because I feel like Shadow Special is just a remote bomb. It's just you can throw it. Hammerhead and Twister are my favorites of the whole series. Twister makes sense. Hammerhead, I think, is, like, for the most part, pretty bad. Like, I don't know how many versions of Hammerhead are considered, like, good. In Twisted Metal 1, I think they're considered pretty darn good, but this game and 3 and Head On, like, they're not great, as far as I know. Would love a collection of all the PS1 games, hopefully with no licensed music removed, but who knows. Oh yeah, I think that'd be the biggest challenge for, like, 3 and 4, would be trying to get, re-get the licenses for the music. Although, like, most of the artists that appear in those games, I think would be pretty cheap to get a hold of, especially, like, the new metal ones, like, your Rob Zombies and your, I think, who was it? There was a band that did the title screen for Twisted Metal 4. I forget, A More Violent Approach was the name of the song. I forget the band, but, like, I feel like that'd be a pretty cheap one to get. I would love to see Assault on Cyberbia with modern graphics. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. I forgot Spectre had fucking ghost missiles. Jesus, so stupid. It's like I thought I was safe up here to read chat. Not the case. Yeah, Cyberbia was probably the best designed map of the entire. Oh shit. Did I get it right? Because that was a guess. Okay, great. I got it. I at least wish Cyberbia in 2 would be played against 8 or 9 enemies. Oh, I haven't tried it in this game yet, but I know the code's on this map. I'd love to see Twisted Metal come back in any American road trip style. It's a very American series. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think that's the main reason why it, like, never took off in, like, other countries. It's just, like, it takes a lot of notes from, like, American culture and like, personality, or the traits that we favor in America, I think, is what it really banks on. And can I articulate what those are? I know, but the sales do show that, like, this game they didn't give a shit about it in any other country besides America. But, like, there's a lot of Americana, like, oh, there we go, Axel. There's a lot of Americana stuff in this game, especially when they were making Twisted Metal Black. Like, when those developers got their hands on the series again, they had a choice to make. Like, did they want to go the Black approach and, like, go a completely different, dark, violent, like, upsetting direction? Or do they want to try to, like, just recapture the magic of Twisted Metal 2? And they were going to call it Twisted Metal Road Trip, I think. So instead of being a world tour, it was supposed to be, like, you go across the United States blowing up, beloved national monuments like Mount Rushmore, or, the fucking Statue of Liberty like you do in this game. Other notable American monuments that I can't think of because I'm getting my ass kicked. But I think they ended up going with the Black approach, is something a little more risky. But a new game would make sense to have that style. Grasshopper, can you just, I don't know, fucking leave? Just go away? Oh my god, I blew myself up. I should shield and then blow it up. I think that would be the way to go. More Violent Approach was by 1 Minute Silence, I believe. Okay, I think you're right. That does sound familiar. Yeah, though, I think 1 Minute Silence would be, like, a super duper easy band to, like, get licensed for. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, my health just erased. Oh my god. I'm here, why not TikTok? Is it just more audio? No, this was supposed to be like a bonus stream. I just wanted to kind of, I found myself having some free time today. I got the day off. I'm very happy about that. I decided to just do a little bonus stream, so that's why just YouTube for now. Also, like, I do want to know the viability of it. Like, if I just worked on a YouTube stream, like, is that even a real way to go? Instead of doing a concurrent stream. Because this is way easier to, like, manage, on my end at least. Because TikTok and YouTube, like, reading both chats while playing a game that I'm bad at it's really challenging. So yeah, just a little bonus stream. Oh my god. Okay, it was XX circle triangle X. Okay, great. XX circle triangle X. I wish TM 2012 Online worked out because in retrospect it was a great idea for the time it came out. Oh yeah, it was, like, really inventive, I thought. It had a lot of really good ideas, a lot of creative stuff, and, like, it really focused on the competitive multiplayer aspect of it, which, in 2012 was way ahead of its time. Like, games like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or like Valorant, Overwatch, Call of Duty League, got a lot more like prevalent. Like you saw a lot more esports coming out later on, like 2017, 2018, and onward. Where Twisted Metal, I think, wanted to be that, but just a little bit too early. But also, it never got a chance to latch on to the public, zeitgeist, because it just never fucking worked. Like, people who really enjoyed it, couldn't really play it. And so if you can't play it, you can't recommend it to other people to, log on and play it. So I think that's a big reason why. Slam, you fucking prick. I don't get hurt on this, okay. Yeah, I was kind of worried if I was up here when it blew up that I would get hurt, but that was not the case. Also, Slam fell off the building. So, like, did he come up the teleporter again? As the Eiffel Tower's exploding? Because that's awfully brave. Up right. Aha, take that, you fuck. Okay, shielding and then blowing it up is a great strategy, it turns out. I didn't care for Road Trip idea when I first heard of it. It was just Twisted Metal 2 but worse, but now I really wish they went that direction. I wouldn't have minded it, but I do think that Twisted Metal Black was like it was like the peak critical response for the series. Not sales or commercial success, but like as far as like critics taking it seriously as like a legit game, like as an art, I think Black was like what made it more mature and more like, accepted. And I don't think we would have got that with, the Road Trip. I think it would have been pretty forgettable. Even if the game might have been like actually more commercially viable, I don't know if it would have had the lasting impact that Black did. Oh, nice. Well, Zayman is here. Yeah, thanks for showing up, Zayman. I appreciate it. Royal OGs at all call out Zayman is here. Honestly, I'd like to see Twisted Metal work with Ice 9 Kills. Their music would work great with this game. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm actually wearing an Ice 9 Kills shirt at the moment. I love that band. They fit the vibe so well, and good. I don't know why you brought that up, but I'm very happy you did. I love that band because it's just like the sort of like a sincere, like unapologetic, I guess, like acceptance of weird and horror, and I don't know, it's great. I love it, and it's great. Thank you for bringing that up. Where the competitive PM would have been insane. Yeah, if Twisted Metal ever had a chance to be like a competitive like esport game, I think it could have had a real time at doing it, because I think that it could have been the first Overwatch before Overwatch, where it was like a hero shooter, where every person has their own statistics and weapons and abilities and stuff. Like, that's just Twisted Metal, but they just did it competently and it took off. Also, Blizzard, it has like a lot of sway in the industry and stuff. Like, it would have been successful either way, but if Twisted Metal had that level of quality and polish, like, good fucking luck. Like, we would still be playing it to this day. Like, I mean, as like a mainstream thing, not just weird niche people on the internet. Yeah, I would have been happy about that for sure. What up, Saban? Yeah, you guys are all great. The whole community, everyone shouting each other out, saying hi. It's great. Love it. Couldn't be happier. Also, I haven't died at all, and we've killed 2 enemies, so hey, that's pretty darn good. So right now, I'm going to try to just take out as many opponents as possible by wasting all my weapons, because I'm okay with dying. There we go. Nothing much that guy. Oh, and Mr. Vix gets a point of food abuses in my book. Yeah, what the hell was that hand cereal shit? I disapprove. I was gonna threaten that if you ever bring that up again, or ever talk about that again, there'll be some lengthy timeout in order, because good God, was that hand cereal upsetting. Because, like, I don't know if that person washed their hands. That's what bothered me the most. It's like, I don't know the cleanliness of that person's hands. You're playing a dangerous game. And also, what if they open their hands a little bit? Then boom, there goes all the milk, and you're left with just a bunch of soggy Fruit Loops. And it was you that posted the hand cereal. I know it was. Or at least I'm pretty sure it was. Now you got me questioning it. I like an American-centric TM. Doesn't have to stick to destroying monuments. I think there's a lot of very American type of places to tear through: suburbs, desert highways, cornfields. Oh yeah, no, you're 100% right. But I do think that, like, they sort of latched on to the whole, destroy monuments, like well-known iconic monuments, because of this game, because like, you know, each map has its destructible environments and stuff. Like this has the Eiffel Tower, or New York has the Statue of Liberty. Holland has windmills, I guess. Like they just take like things that everyone knows about certain, like they take a caricature of an environment and then just let you destroy that caricature. And so I think monuments are the easiest way to, like, you know, sort of note anything that's like iconic about a certain place. Or who's left? But yeah, you're right, because I think like Twisted Metal Black, I think did a better job at conveying, like, you know, the familiar. And sort of Twisted Metal 1, Twisted Metal 2012, like, hey, these are places that everyone knows, not just like locations. So like Twisted Metal Black had the suburbs, and they had the drive-in movie, and they had the freeway or highway loop. They had all these places that like everyone has those in their area, or at least they're like familiar with those types of things. All right, up, right, and then boom. Man, there's your strategy right there. I like my hand cereal though. Cause like, I think what bothers me about it is that you're at the mercy of someone else if you had to eat hand cereal, because like, you know, you only have two hands. So like you're either holding the cereal yourself or you're eating the cereal. Because if you try to like eat the cereal, you know, you have to let go of one hand, and then boom, there goes all your cereal. So you're relying on someone else to, one, wash their hands, and two, hold on to your cereal. So I don't like it. We got bowls for that, my friend. And my cereal sandwich. I don't even know what a cereal sandwich is. That cereal did nothing to you, and that spoon. The spoon seemed like a normal spoon. I had no problem with the spoon or the cereal. I don't blame the cereal. I just blame the container for the cereal. And I guess for anyone who's unfamiliar with what I'm referring to, is that in our Discord server, someone, I don't know who, so Mr. Vig seems uninterested in admitting it, even though I'm pretty sure it was him, that they posted a picture of someone like cupping their hands together, and there was just a bowl of, I'm assuming, Fruit Loops inside of it. And it bothered me that photo exists. But some people seem to say it was a good idea, and I disagree. Suburbia is a great example of what I mean. You can stop at the J-Mart for missiles, refill the health at the church, and just destroy the whole place. Yeah, that to me that does embody to me exactly what Twisted Metal was trying to go for. But I think, you know, when you had a sequel like this, you know, I think the developers had some understanding of, hey, let's make this thing international. Let's you know, pull on landmarks and stuff. They had to go bigger, up the ante. You know, where I think instead of drilling down on what made Twisted Metal 1 like their environment better, they just said, hey, let's just go bigger, better, and just make these maps the way they are. These are great maps anyway. Like, I think it's nothing wrong with what's in store here. But man, the special is insane. But I am with you. I think that the way that Twisted Metal 1, and you can argue Twisted Metal Black is just like a sort of a remake of Twisted Metal 1, just with like a dark filter over it. So I can maybe see why I appreciate the same things about it, for sure. Was not me on I swear on Twisted Metal. Alright, I'll let you off this time. This will just be a warning, but if I catch anyone else posting that sort of just heinous acts, then they will have some sort of punishment. Don't know what yet. A one-day ban, I'm not sure. We'll find out. You too, that guy, you get one too. Teamwork is DreamWorks. Oh yeah, DreamWorks Shrek. 100%. I think you all are witnessing my brain just falling to mush. I'm actually like genuinely concerned like what's gonna happen when Minion comes out, because like I don't know, I'm down to one life, and I've only killed like 3 enemies, I think. So I'm gonna camp out in here. This is my hidey hole, and we're gonna cheese it from here on out. At that point, I will drink it from my hands. That is food abuse. Like, look, I'm all for, like, if you want to eat food in your own unique way, like, by all means, man, like, you do you. But, like, I don't know, when you have hand cereal, you're involving someone else in your just, I don't know, disrespectful act. And I will not stand for it. True, but the best part is we can have both. Blow up Mount Rushmore, then tear through Suburbia, then the Washington Monument, blow up redwoods in California, etc. Yeah, that's a great point. But I do think, I don't know, I wish that Twisted Metal in general would, I don't know, care more about its environments and like the world that it's building, like it did in Black and like 1 and even 2012 to, I think, pretty, like, Oh, fuck. I ran right into it. I didn't mean to. I was trying to go for the health. Said I trapped myself in there. But my recent Twisted Metal 2012 video, the one that I uploaded today, you know, I didn't do it successfully, but I tried to, like, sort of explore a little bit of the map of Diesel City, because I feel like there's a lot of, like, really neat, cool hidden details in it that I think make it a unique and cool map, on top of just, like, the layout and overall style. And I think that's where Twisted Metal, for me, is, like, at its most interesting. It's like, what world are we destroying? You know, I don't want this to feel like a playground or like a sandbox or something. Like, to me, the Twisted Metal 3 maps, and especially Twisted Metal 4, like, they feel like it's in like a child's toy box, and I think in some cases, like, literally. And I don't know, it's hard for me to connect to it like I do to, like, the world of Twisted Metal Black. It feels more real, or more realized, I guess. No teamwork with the hand cereal. No, you don't want your dining experience to be like a teamwork thing. Like, you know, maybe someone can bring you the food, maybe even help you clean up afterwards, but, like, the actual, like, moment to moment, like, consuming of the food, no, hell no. I'm not putting that in someone else's hands, literally. No way. Shadow ruined my no death attempt with Roadkill on Saturday. He ricocheted me, or rocketed me to the depths of Antarctica. I am not surprised. Roadkill, or Shadow, like, I think it can go through walls, or at least, like, you can, I don't know, it seems like you can get sniped pretty easy, which for me is great. But if I was on the receiving end, would not be so happy. Also, I'm very terrified of Minion here. So how was your day going, Des? Oh, thank you for asking. My day's going great. I had the day off today, which is not typical for a Monday, so just got a bit of a vacation today, so I'm just using it to rest, relax, and even do a little quick stream. Although this might not be so quick. I was going to do just one playthrough of whatever game you guys chose in the community post that I put up. I didn't actually check it before I went live. When I did check it, it was 2, so that's why I went with 2. But the whole point was just to be a quick playthrough, and so far it's been like, I don't know, almost an hour or so, and I haven't even beat halfway a part of it. Like, I haven't beat even half of the game yet. But I'm also trying to, like, read chat in a meaningful way, but also, like, play the game. It's very hard. I don't know how Winters does it. Winters does, I think, a pretty decent job of, like, reading chat, but also, like, playing the game. And, I don't know. I think he's just better at the game than I am. I think it's simple as that. Oh, God. What I wish is that you can go straight to the Minion boss battle. Like, if I were to game over, like, I'd be really happy if I can just go straight to Minion instead of having to do the whole fight over again. Because, like, having to, like, use my 2 lives just to get to Minion and then have the 1 to complete it with is, I don't know, makes it really tricky. So I'm going to go to my hidey hole. Oh my god, the physics in this game are just terrible. Oh god. Where's my hidey hole at? I guess that's my first question. It's like, I've done a decent amount of damage to Minions, so if I can find the hidey hole, I'm pretty confident that I can take him out. Okay, I think it's straight ahead. Oh, stay on the path, stay on the path. Oh god. I think it's this little thing right here. Oh my god, go in, go in, go in. I think there's a health if I blow one of these up. Alright, this is stressful as hell, so I apologize if I'm not reading anything. Okay, we got it, great. Alright, I'm gonna chill here. Launch a couple of these bad boys. Hey, we did it! Fuck yeah, great. Black is definitely a high point in the series. In an environment and storytelling sense, I genuinely want more of that world. Yeah, I mean, that's what keeps me talking about it, really. I think if it was just a standard Twisted Metal game, like, I would not be nearly as interested in, like, continuing to talk about it as I am. It just, I mean, it draws me in. It makes me, like, think, you know, what I want to explore more of this world. I want to see more of it. I want to know, like, what stories does, I think that's what a world should do. It should make you curious, and it should pique your interest, and I think Black does that expertly. Hope they do a TM, let Spectre be driven by a ghost. Yeah, I mean, if your name's going to be Spectre, I suppose that's necessary, but I don't think the best version of Spectre was the ghost version. I liked the one in Black. I thought was pretty cool. I mean, I guess the ghost one is not the worst. Don't throw me off the edge, you fucking prick. Okay, great. Also, I should probably just restart. There's no way I'm going to fucking beat this. X circle square. X circle square. All right, X circle square. If they create new character for Twisted Metal game, anything you'd like to see? If it was like a brand new character from scratch, X circle square. That's tough because like I don't consider myself to have like a great imagination for these sort of things, because I think when you're thinking of a Twisted Metal vehicle, you kind of just like you try to think of a weaponized version of like a vehicle you'd see in your normal day-to-day life. So if you'd have to think of a vehicle like that you don't normally see, like a fire truck, an ambulance, a bulldozer, I don't know, like you think of stuff like that, and then oh fuck, damn it, immediately off the edge. We found a code though, so there's that. Yes. Fuck. All right, I gotta figure this shit out. Yeah, as far as like a new vehicle would go, I don't know. I guess I would want to feel like I'm being creative about it, but really at the end of the day, you're just taking a normal car and then just, putting guns on it. At least in this game. In Twisted Metal Black, I think they got a little more creative with it. Where like, Spectre isn't just like a two-door sports car based off of a Corvette, I guess. It was like this, militarized, like it had an I-beam, like a construction I-beam on the front, like a piece of armor. Or like Darkseid had a cop car as like a mustache. Like I think that's the kind of shit that I would want to do if I was making my own vehicle. Just little touches like that I think give it a lot more personality for sure. But as far as a character would go, I mean, I'd have to really think about that for sure. Never thought about how Spectre has only one time been a ghost. Yeah, right? I mean, I guess in Twisted Metal Small Brawl, it was a kid dressed as a ghost. I guess there's that, but yeah, he's only been a literal ghost one time. No! He froze me right when I did my special, so I couldn't detonate it. Alright, off I go. Oh my god. Yeah, most of the Spectres have been just like these really, like, arrogant, like fame-obsessed people. And, I don't know, that's not an interesting character to me. Like, it's fun to see them, like, get their comeuppance, like, get their face stretched across the sky or whatever. But I don't know, I think the ghost is more interesting. Although the ending, because I did my video today on, like, the worst endings and stuff. So with Twisted Metal 1, the Lost ending, I don't know about the text ending, I actually didn't check that out, but the Lost ending has Spectre, like, he's a ghost, wants to not be a ghost anymore, so Calypso gives him, like, a special potion that turns him into a real boy, and immediately Calypso takes out a gun and shoots him. He's like, oh, now that you're real, I can hit you with bullets now, and just fucking does that. So, I don't know, so what can you really do with a ghost besides that? Like, I'm a ghost, but I don't want to be a ghost. Okay, now, oh my god, that health came back, like, immediately. Holy shit. Twisted Metal Black is the GOAT, 100%. 100%, dude. Chat is much easier to handle if you have an HDMI splitter and a second monitor. I suppose so, although I'm playing this on my TV, so I technically already have a second monitor. It's just kind of not... Fuck. Shit. It's easier for me to just watch it on my phone than it is to, like, look across the room to the monitor and stuff. My setup is just not that conducive to, like, a professional streaming platform, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I don't primarily game on PC, where I think a lot of people do. But it would seem like it would be a lot easier that way for sure. Because Head-On had 2, but neither drove Spectre, and Brimstone is 1 and Lost. Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah, in Head-On there's 2 ghosts, I never thought about that. Grasshopper's a ghost, and Simon Whittlebone's a ghost. Everyone gets one chance to be a ghost. Well, you have one chance to be what you are before a ghost, too, so I guess it's different phases, I guess. Twisted Metal to me is one of those cases where the overall story isn't the deepest thing, but the puzzle, putting it all together by looking at the clues left across games, adds so much more to it. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's... The world and story of Twisted Metal is more implied and suggested than it is, like, outwardly told. And I'm not to compare it to like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or something, because those are completely different games, and Elden Ring would blow it out of the water in terms of storytelling and, like, world building. But, like, in that game, like, the story isn't, like, told to you. Like, you kind of have to, like, put it together. And that's part of the fun. Like, making it sort of, I guess, inaccessible or, like, tougher to put together, I think adds a lot to the the enjoyment of it, like how rich the experience is. I think you're 100% right about that. I think that's something that gets overlooked a lot. Because no, it's not deep or anything, but like it certainly implies depth and does it very well, especially in Black. I'm kind of like a Greaser character, make him over the top Happy Days type character. I don't think you're wrong about that. That'd be a perfect driver for a new version of Firestarter. Oh yeah, yeah. Like where's like the 50s, like, you know, Chevrolet Bel Air with like a fucking engine block sticking out of the blower. I don't know cars, but you know, like over the top hot rod, you know, grease lightning sort of thing. Where's that character? Give me more of that. That would be a great addition for sure. In the Lost Ending, he comes alive and gets to drive home to his family. No tricks. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine, but like the monkey paw stuff I think really worked well for the PS1 era games. Also, my strategy has become just to find a hidey hole and just like shoot my fucking ghost at people. So stupid. I should really fight. There's only 3 enemies left. I've taken out a good handful of them. I think I can bear the weight of like actually playing this game. Come on, Mr. Grimm. There we go. Point blank napalm. Let's fucking go. Easy baskets, dude. Okay. I can handle this. Alright, I'm gonna... Ah, fuck it. I was gonna use my special, but he kept fucking free spamming me. I think that's the reason people have latched onto the roadkill ending in TM2. The Marcus Needles Kane dichotomy is the only one narrative through lines in the franchise. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because like the story is so implied versus like overtly told, you're kind of left with a lot more like, oh fuck, this better not be a... Okay. I was so worried I was gonna fall off the edge. It's like, no, I don't want this to fucking end this way. Alright, if I get low on health, I'm going straight to the hidey hole. There's no question about that, because I'm really worried about roadkill fucking free spamming me again. But yeah, I think you give the player a lot more flexibility to like interpret your story, and I think when you have... Dude, he's just gonna fucking free spam. I cannot move, dude. And I drive off the edge. Great. Fuck, man, that was stupid. Roadkill's an asshole, man. Fucking prick. It was X circle square. Okay. X circle square. X circle square. X circle square. I gotta remember this. Then I can read chat. X circle square. Aha! Here we go. When I saw Crazy 8, I thought Greaser at first, honestly. The vehicle type, I mean, I guess kinda. That would be like a, you know, hot rod sort of car. But I honestly, I can't remember what my first impressions were for like a lot of the Twisted Metal characters, if I'm being quite honest. Like, I know my first reaction to like seeing No Face's lack of face, and then also like Mr. Grimm, like in his story where his food becomes like eyeballs and tongues and shit. You know, like that really like messed me up when I looked at it. You know, so like when I think of my first impressions of Black, like that's what I think of the most. Like where I would skip the stories because they scared the shit out of me, but like I wasn't, you know, of age where I was like, I don't know. But I'd be curious what I did think of that, because Greaser would make sense. Like that tracks. So I'm playing Borderlands 2 right now, and keep playing Dead Island 2. It's so fun and annoying. I've heard good things about Dead Island 2. I haven't played it yet, but what I've heard about is that it's just like a fun zombie shooter. I think it's like over-the-top gore. I think it's like its main selling point. And you know, I think if you're a zombie game, you have to stand out some way, and I think going the gore route is maybe not the worst thing to do. I love No Face and the Bug. The Bug, is that Flower Power from Twisted Metal 3? It's like that character fucking sucks. Apologize if anyone likes Flower Power, but boy do I not like that character. And it seemed like Kong Dude didn't like it either. Based on their video, they did not seem very happy with it. We called it a hippie crackhead, I think is what he called her. Which may not be entirely wrong, but it's not what I get from the character. Although all the characters in 3 are just, like, inexcusably awful. Alright, I'm back in the hidey hole. I have 4 specials. Let's do some fucking damage. No, his car. I think his car is not a bug. I think it's like a old, like, 40s coupe or something. Like an old race car. I guess it looks vaguely like a bug. Alright. Approach my hidey hole. face the consequences. Oh, someone died. Alright, Hammerhead. This is going well. I like Flower Power as an idea, but they executed her poorly. Yeah, I mean, that goes for all the characters in 3, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I think having that style of character, like a hippie, like, I don't know. Because I've also had this, like, weird, I don't know, I don't want to call it fan fiction, because I never, like, fully fleshed it out. I think fan fiction is giving it too much credit. But, like, I guess, like, a way to do the game in the future to modernize it, where, like, you know, the Twisted Metal tournament could be like some sort of metaphor or allegory for like climate change and stuff, or like, you know, where you can argue that, like, you know, man-made machines and the war that we utilize them for and stuff, and like the greed of these drivers and stuff, like all these things could be metaphors for like what's destroying the planet. And so you can have, like, you know, this sort of meta commentary on, like, you know, modern, you know, culture of consumerism and excess and warmongering, you know, to be, you know, that could be like a way to interpret Twisted Metal. And so having like a hippie, like, you know, quote unquote tree hugging character, I think could be like, you know, home in that universe. But that's not what they did, obviously. They just made her like a generic, like, you know, braless hippie or whatever. Like, I'm just gonna go smoke weed in a muddy field and have, I don't know, weird sex with strangers. Flower Power, or I loved Augur. Augur was great. People shit on Augur, but I think it's great. Flower Powder, better than that. One blonde kid, I can't remember his name. Club Kid, I think is who you're thinking of. He's awful. He's terrible. No Face drives a Cord 810, which I know because I'm a dork who reads the wiki to know what car everybody drives. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm not even sure what a Cord 810 is. Like, I thought it'd be some sort of like Ford something. I don't know, model, whatever, Cord. Some obscure brand that's been forgotten to time, I assume. Okay, I think I can stomach playing the game for real this time, even more than last, because now I actually have 2 lives to waste. Alright, let's go upstairs. Get some weapons. I always fail to get this health up here, so let's try that now. I missed it entirely. Great. No Face. Okay, Axel all the way. Yeah, what car does Axel drive? You're so smart. Sweet Pepino. If you know all the different... Oh, God. Like, trying to be sarcastic and facetious, but instead I'm punished and I fall off a cliff. But to be honest, Club Kid is pretty awesome. I think the vehicle is powerful, and the Mini Cooper I think is great. I mean, I love Mini Coopers in general. I think they're such a cool, iconic style. I think they look great. But the character, Club Kid, fucking sucks, dude. He just... no personality, just, you know, London rave kid. All he wants to do is party all night. Like, what the fuck is that? That's a nothing story. Up right. Okay, I think I can drive up the wall. I can. Fantastic. Then I made the mistake of driving directly into Hammerhead, who can crush me. Back when I played TMB as a kid, Manslaughter scared me the most. Black and the truck were both intimidating. The character Black is pretty scary, because, like, you know, like, the Gimp Suit Demon, like... I don't, maybe, because I didn't put together the Gimp Suit part until, like, you know, later when I was aware of, like, what a Gimp Suit was. So at the time, I thought it was like an executioner's hood, like some sort of demonic executioner and stuff. Maybe that's what they were going for in reality. But yeah, that always scared the shit out of me, too. The truck was pretty menacing as well. I mean, all the characters in Black are pretty gross and, like, hard to look at, I think. I think Flower Power can make a comeback these days as a deranged eco-warrior type instead of a ditzy hippie. Oh, yeah. I think so. I mean, any of these characters can be, like, decent characters should they be developed the right way. For sure. Pizza Boy, the kid I was thinking of. Okay, Pizza Boy is just as bad, though. If not worse. Pizza Boy might be worse than Club Kid, somehow. So I'd make a Honda Accord with some flames from Mad Max style. That'd be cool. I would like that. Accord is legitimate in obscure old manufacturer that's been lost to time. I mean, I'm not a huge car person, but, like, I appreciate and I do admire a lot of cars and car history and stuff. You know, so, like, I don't know, I consider myself fairly knowledgeable about it, so the fact that I've never even heard of Cord, I think does speak to its obscurity. But again, I'm not like a historian or anything. Wheels, 2. That's the vehicle he is. He's 2 wheels. No, he's actually a Chevrolet Model C10. I don't know. I've been trying to find out what axle drives for years just because I want one. I mean, if someone offered me the chance to, like, I don't know, pilot some sort of two-wheel death machine like that, I would rent it for a weekend. I mean, that would be fun, for sure. Okay, I think there's a way to get this without doing something too crazy. Okay, maybe I have to get more speed. I've, like, not used turbo this entire time. It's insane. Alright, I think we can get it. Ah, how did I miss that? Absolute insanity. Try it again. I hated Minion so much. Oh yeah, Minion's a cool character, I think, but like, yeah, fighting him is just a fucking chore. In any game, especially Black, though. Black is just horrid. I hate it. Never thought I'd hear the words Gimp Suit Demon in a conversation about Twisted Metal. Well, here you are. But also, like, how else would you describe manslaughter in Twisted Metal Black? Like, you know, when I've learned with TikTok to try my best to, like, summarize things as succinctly and, I guess, interesting as I can. So when I'm trying to, like, describe Black in a way that's, like, quick, that's what I came up with was Gimp Suit Demon, and I don't know any other way to look at it now. Like, I implore you find a way that's easily explained that fucking guy. Daddy DeVito is great also. He's great. Funny because Black is Calypso's pal in 1, but his enemy in Black. Yeah, I never understood that. Also, I didn't look at the fucking password. Jesus. Alright, I gotta wait. Well, no, I can't wait for the fucking stream. Maybe I can go backwards in the stream, because I didn't last too long. I can make this happen. I can make this work. I'm a professional streamer. Oh, I just saw it. Okay. It was circle X, circle, circle X, circle. That is incredibly easy. Wow. Look at me go. That was a very easy password. Alright, back to life. Daddy DeVito will live on forever. Oh, 100%. I think, and also the voice actor for Daddy DeVito in Twisted Metal 4, I think was, he played a very famous cat cartoon character. I can't remember the name, but like, very like notable, like very talented voice actor. I'm very surprised they got him to get on board. I forget the cat's name though. I like the series. I like how the series has recycled characters and ideas, but remixed them to keep them fresh. Yeah, I like that the game is not afraid to, like, just be different in every iteration. You know, or, like, I think, you know, your Nintendo games, or, I don't know, like, Jak and Daxter, or Ratchet and Clank and stuff, or, like, game to game, like, everyone has to be the same, it has to be, like, consistent, which is, like, I guess how stories are, like, can't knock them for just, like, doing it that way, but like this game saying no, or like say Mortal Kombat for instance, like they're very particular about like how they evolve each character over time, and like they take the world very seriously. Where Twisted Metal's like, no, that's Spectre in this game, and then Spectre in this game is something completely different. I think it's a great way to go. I love how Minion as a boss is a chore, but is a useless tool as a playable character. I think as a playable character he's overpowered in most instances, right? Like even in Black, like I think he's pretty overpowered, even though, like, the version you play as, like, oh my god, I'm getting fucking bullied, dude, holy shit. This is bad. Rough. If I could have a car in Twisted Metal, I'd have the 1961 Land Rover 88-inch series LLA station wagon from Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. Cool-looking vehicle. I'd have to look that up, but, I mean, I guess I know what a Land Rover, like, looks like. Just like a British Jeep. A Jeep with a tea kettle cup holder. I don't know. That would be cool, though. I would enjoy that. But I think it's too British. I think the Mini Cooper is about as British as we can possibly get for Twisted Metal. Anything beyond that is a step too far. Also, Antarctica I did not think would be, like, the toughest challenge for us. I thought, like, Holland would be that, but we're not even there yet, and I'm already really struggling. Like, I've died 2 times, and I've not even, like, gotten close to killing someone, so I'm a little concerned. I think I blew myself up, fuck. It was circle X, circle, circle X, circle. Great. Okay, maybe I can actually take a sip of my fucking drink now, because my mouth is getting dry, it's getting, I don't know, exhausted, turning to mush. I would like a drink. Minion is OP at Twisted Metal 2. Oh yeah, I don't think there's a version of Minion that isn't OP. Although, I guess after Black, he never appeared again, so you really only have, like, 1 through Black. Imagine if we got Santa, like, in the movie Santa Sleigh. That would be hilarious. I think it would fit the vibe, although, like, I don't know. I do take the world of Twisted Metal a little more serious than I think most people do. Like, I kind of, like, don't taint my series with, like, your silly, gimmicky, novelty characters. You know, like, even having, like, Rob Zombie in Twisted Metal 4 was, like, a step too far, man. You know, like, that felt to me like, come on, like, let's keep this, like, sincere. Good stream, my guy. Gotta get home now. Hope you complete it with these. Have a great night. Oh, thanks for stopping by, that guy. I appreciate the well wishes. I hope you have a wonderful evening as well. Hope you drive safe, get home safe. Please don't watch things or be on your phone while you're driving. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but good golly will I ever advise you to just watch the road. Which I guess is ironic because I'm reading a chat while driving in a video game, so maybe don't listen to me, but do listen to me. Anyway, enjoy yourself. Thanks for stopping by. As I try to take out Mr. Slam. I like the point-blank napalm attack. I think that's... I don't know, I love doing that. Very satisfying. Because I can't use it otherwise. Like, trying to arc that thing up in the air and, like, land is fucking dog shit. I hate it. Alright, let's see if I can take out Warhawk here. I like that Shadow Special regenerates so quickly. It's insane. Does more damage on slopes. Yeah, someone did mention that like, if the opponent's up in the air, like, it does more damage. But I don't know if I trust myself to, like, consistently find those, like, instances where it does that. But when it does come up, I'll give it a try. But yeah, I'm not gonna, like, try to set up a trap where they're on a slope or something. I'm just, I don't know. Sure, I'll certainly try my best. Sounds like a good bonus secret level boss. What did I miss? Oh, like Santa Claus would? Yeah, like if it, I don't know, if there's like a cameo or Easter egg or something, I'm okay with those kind of characters, but like, I don't know. Like, I want Twisted Metal to take itself seriously, at least a little bit. Has there been a monster truck? Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, on this level actually. You can see it off in the distance there. I hope it's clear enough for you. Hammerhead is the monster truck of the series. So most games have had a Hammerhead, I think, except for Black. Yeah, 4 didn't have one. Black, I guess 4 did have a monster truck. If you did create a car, you can create a car that is a monster truck. So I guess that's technically present. And then Twisted Metal Black did not. Small Brawl did. Head-On did. I guess every game has had a monster truck except for Twisted Metal Black, which I'm just now realizing. That's insane. Like, it was in 4 as a created character. It was in every game just as Hammerhead. And then in Twisted Metal 2012, there was Hammerhead and an additional monster truck named Slayer. So yeah, you got double the monster trucks. I think there's a place for stupid gimmick characters. Maybe pepper them in as a bonus unlockable characters. Yeah, 100%. Like, even in Mortal Kombat, which I think probably does take itself more seriously than even Twisted Metal does. But they had Kratos in there as a playable character, and then in like MK10 and 11, I think they had a bunch of like horror characters like Jason and Freddy and so on. Oh, I think one of these things is falling. I think it's that one over there. You know, but those, they didn't appear in the story. So when you play the story mode, you only see like, you know, original, or like, you know, yeah, original characters from Mortal Kombat. You don't see like Jason and Freddy making an appearance. It's only like in the bonus. Oh god, we gotta bounce. We gotta bounce, fellas. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, there is a time and a place for it, but I don't know. I feel like when people think of like a new video game for Twisted Metal, they're like, oh, I hope it has like, you know, like, I don't know, music stars and horror movie characters, and like, I hope you can play as fucking Die Hard. I forget the Die Hard guy's name. Okay, we have 1 life and 3 opponents. One of them is nearly dead. It's Hammerhead. Is he a true monster? Oh, hold on. Yes, named Hammerhead. Is he a true monster truck? I guess it depends on your definition of monster truck. For me, it's just like a lifted truck with massive wheels. But I suppose that's different for everyone. There might be like a I don't know, a dictionary definition of a monster truck that it doesn't rise to, but in my opinion, if my opinion matters to you on monster trucks, you know, I don't think that. I think Hammerhead is one, for sure. I'm at home on my day off, and goodbye that guy. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Mondays are your day off. I'm glad you can you know, spend the stream with us. This was definitely. Oh god. Okay, we have 1 life left, 2 enemies. One of them Slumper. Thumper doesn't seem that dangerous as long as I can just keep away. Maybe he's gonna... Nah, they're not on the platform. Yeah, Thumper, if I'm smart about this, I think I can land a freeze on them and just sort of use my specials and take them out. Actually, I could probably actually just finish off right now. Ah, I bumped into the wall and it knocked me out of the way. Okay. Yeah, the one big negative for Shadow Special is that, like, it just doesn't move very fast, so if they're far away, like, there's a lot of leading that has to go on. Leading and hoping that they don't just change direction. But also, they can't be too far away, but they can't be too close either. Otherwise, I'll hit myself. Okay, damn, Thumper. Not that hard to kill with the special, it turns out. Okay, there goes Axel. Okay, we're almost there. But Thumper's close. Okay, don't drive off. Fuck. Damn it. Yeah, Antarctica's tough, because, like, I mean, look, the graphics are bad. Let's be honest about them. The graphics are bad. It's hard for me to tell, like, kind of what's an edge and what's not. I don't know. It's a me problem. But I blame the game as well. I also forget what the password was. Hooray. Which means we gotta go all the way back. Yeah, I lasted a while on that level. Got to head out. Great stream, thanks. Oh, thanks for saying that, Thomas. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun. Hope I can give you all a entertaining stream. Oh, it was the easy one. Why am I confused? I thought that was the last one. It was the circle X, circle, circle X, circle. It may seem easy for you to remember these, but you gotta think. I'm streaming, reading chat, playing a game. A lot going on. It was that. You're right, Sweet Pino. You're always the biggest help, and I appreciate it. Hammerhead / Roadkill were my fave characters as a kid. Roadkill as a character is very cool. The vehicle itself, I never really cared much about the vehicle. Now that I think about it, like the person driving, Marcus Kane, obviously a very important and pivotal part of like the overall Twisted Metal story and world. But the vehicle, I don't know. It always seemed like kind of unnoteworthy to me. But Hammerhead, I think, is iconic. Even though they suck, I think, in most games. I meant to jump. I didn't mean to do a free. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, Hammerhead is always a true monster truck whenever he's on the roster. Yeah, I would say so. You know, I just don't know what your personal definition of it is, Mr. Viggs, for monster truck, so I hope it does rise to your level. Speaking of MK, let's not forget Meat and Mocap. Mocap, I think, sounds familiar. It's just like a mocap actor, right? But like in video game form, which I think is pretty funny. Like that's a fun Easter egg. Like that's the sort of novelty that I can appreciate in the game, for sure. It's almost like it's so silly that it's like meta and like I don't know. Like I think that is fun. Damn, I really want to get that health that's up there. It's tough. Shrimp Kill is my fave. Yeah, Shrimp Kill. I don't know. It never really, even in Twist Metal 2012, where he's like the better version of Death Warrant, I still prefer Death Warrant. I don't know. There's something about Roadkill. It just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really grab me. I've been slacking on remembering the passwords this time, but that one was too easy to forget. Oh yeah, and I appreciate you coming in clutch because you have many times. And I appreciate it. Yeah, this one, I don't know how I forgot it. I thought I maybe assumed that the easy one was the last one, and I've somehow gotten past this level, but no, I haven't. Damn, 7 opponents. This is gonna be tough. It does. I'm glad it has the Mr. Viggs stamp of approval. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind Hammerhead, you know, as a design. I think it's cool. I think, you know, a car combat game needs, you know, a monster truck. I think it's sort of a prerequisite. But I am surprised that an ice cream truck ended up being like the mascot for Twisted Metal. You know, maybe because Sweet Tooth, or like the clown, I guess is the important part. But like, whenever you say Twisted Metal to someone who's only like, you know, sort of passively aware of it, you know, they were like, oh, that's the game with the ice cream truck. They never, or maybe Axel kind of is on that level too. You know, that's the game with the guy between two wheels. But they never say, oh, that's the game with the red coupe made out of like junk parts. Like no one says that. No one says, oh, that's the game with the purple hearse. That's the game with the, I don't know, the pink lowrider. I don't know. I never really thought about that. Like, why is an ice cream truck the most iconic character? Can I just say how much I dislike Roadboat? Waste of time, waste of space to me. Man, I like Roadboat a lot. Roadboat's great. If my video that released today on Twisted Metal 2012, the only way I got through the first level of the Mr. Grimm story was using Roadboat. I love him. Ton of armor, pretty decent special. Oh god. Fuck. They froze me on the falling platform. That was dangerous. Up. Yeah, well, there we go. Dang, the freeze coming in fucking clutch this time for them. Hit me bad. Yeah, mocap is a mocap actor, and Meat was introduced in MK4 as just the individual skeleton Gibbs from Fatalities put together as a living character. Did it just spawn me and they froze me on a fucking falling platform? Are you shitting me? Dude, that's ridiculous. Come on. What the fuck is that, man? It can't spawn me on a platform that's about to fall and then fucking freeze spam me. Some bullshit AI. I should clarify that TM1's Roadkill is the one I like. Not a fan of its design on later TMs as much. I like the one in TM1, but I think the one in 2 is it's the same one, just a different color, I think, right? I have to go back and look. But the one from Black, I actually do like the design a lot. Like the green, like, Dodge Challenger looking design, the green muscle car. I do like that design a lot, actually. Oh my god, TM2 AI is trolling. Right? Man, that was bullshit. Like, I knew that TM2 has some, like, pretty fucked up AI. Oh god. So I'm trying to drink. Okay, I'm almost there. Almost there. I'm a professional streamer. If I was more professional, I would have the drink already like the cap undone. But no, I'm gonna like go through the entire effort and time of like unscrewing a cap. I'm a professional. Also, the Antarctic, like the things that fall, is it based on like damage done on that platform, or is it just like a random? Like, is it just random every time, or is it the same order every time? Actually, I never really thought about that. I imagine it's like the same order every time, because like I think randomly generating it would seem taxing on the hardware. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time with like game design and programming. All right. Come on, Sweet Tooth. I wonder if I can just ram them to death. Or is it too dangerous to try? Roadkill can pretty much ram any vehicle with his front bumper to do good damage, and his special does 3 times the damage on its return path. After learning the latter, he became my favorite. I gotta try that then, because like if there's more depth to it than just like a dumb boomerang, then I gotta try it. Also, like Kong did like really shit all over Roadkill for that fact that like it's a boomerang and like how that doesn't make any sense for like his character. But I think as a gameplay design, I think it's very cool. Like, you know, a weapon that can go out and then, come on, that was definitely on target. Come on. I'm gonna get this damn freeze. Or this fucking, not freeze, health. What? Okay, I'm gonna fucking kill myself in this damn iceberg if I keep trying. And I drove off the... I'm trying to read chat, fuck. Not easy to master, but super satisfying. I gotta try that then. That sounds really cool. Because I didn't know that it did like more damage on the return path, because like, yeah, that's the kind of like risk-reward that I think Twisted Metal, you know, that it does when it's at its best. It's sort of like, yeah, you can do the more risky and like challenging approach, but it rewards you for that. So yeah, I definitely gotta try that. I've never seen someone in the game spawn someone on a falling platform. I forgot about Black's Roadkill design. I like that one too. Yeah, the one in Black I think is my favorite version, but the one in 1 is cool too. I mean, I like the idea of like having a car that's like assembled from like, you know, pieces of other cars. I think it's always been a junker, like a car like that's just assembled in a junkyard. I like that idea a lot. The one in Black just is the coolest one to me. And I want to get that fucking health that's up there, man. I'm tired of trying to jump and ramp up there and I can't. Also, the jump command is like super delayed. Fucking sucks. That's a good question, which platform falls and why. Yeah, I never really thought about it. You know, like I mean, random makes sense, you know, because if it's like a dynamic, like environmental hazard, you know, having it do it at random would kind of add a level. Because if it was like the same every single time, like someone could theoretically just like learn the pattern and then like just bait the opponents into that area and then make it fall into that area and stuff. So I feel like it would add a level of strategy to it, but I think it would defeat the point of like a dynamic like sense of chaos. Same order and timed, but still taxing to the point. The sound cuts it. Okay, that's I guess that settles that. So yeah, so someone could just learn the pattern and then just, I don't know, like get all the opponents to like follow them into a certain area, and then just wait for it to start. I don't know. That seems easy enough. Come on. I think my biggest problem here is that this map is like so open that like, I don't know, I'm always getting hit by something, it feels like. But I can go up here. No, 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 no. Let me get up the ramp, you fuck. Let me get up the ramp, you fuck. Don't drive off, don't drive off. Okay. That was clutch. I love the concept of roadkill on TM1. This big heavy clunker with armor plating launching a metal javelin through cars is an awesome idea. Yeah, like why isn't it, there should be more like vehicles like that where like, you know, it's not shooting a missile or a rocket or bullets, or it's just like a metal rod. It's a fucking spear. You know, I don't know, like a harpoon. Hashtag more TM harpoons. Yeah, I think it's a recolor in TM2 that put me off the car. Yeah, I don't like the shape of it. Like in 1, it feels like a bigger car, I guess. And in 2, it seems almost like a toy. Like it's so small. Like it looks like a Pontiac Fiero. Like it's just so tiny and small, and the color, like it looks like a toy. I don't like it very much. TM3 is my favorite roadkill design. I don't know, I just like the overall look and the dumb spiky hubcaps. Yeah, the 1 and 3, I guess, now that I think of it, you guys have brought up all the roadkills, and I can't think of one that I don't like, except the 2-1. TM2 is the worst one. But 1, 3, black, and head on. I like all of those. Okay, I would like to kill Sweet Tooth before I die. Come on, Sweet Tooth. Yes. Perfect. I think the only thing that throws me off about TM2 Roadkill is that the hood seems so steeply angled. It's just odd. But otherwise, I like it. Yeah, I think that might be it too. Is like it's just such a weirdly proportioned and angled car. It just doesn't look that great to me. You know, thinking on it, Shadow in this game really gives me limo vibes. Oh fuck! I'm on a falling platform again. Fuck off. Come on. Do I just keep dying at the wrong time, and so it keeps putting me on that spawn point? Because that's fucking ridiculous, dude. Shadow, this game really gives me the limo vibes with how stretched it looks. Yeah, it is a long car, which I don't remember that being the case for any other Shadow. Because like a Twist Metal Black, it seems flat, but not long. And then Head On Shadow, I don't remember the Shadow that's in Small Brawl that much, so that could be the same in Small Brawl, but in Head On it's not that long. Like this game, it's narrow and like long. Yeah, stretched out, I guess is the best way to describe it. I think I've only ever grabbed that health with fast cars or shielded remote. Lowe's Pontiac Firebird modified to look like a Superbird. Really? Because it seems shorter to me than that. Like the Fiero seems like the short car. I don't know, but yeah, Firebird I guess makes sense too. Firebird wasn't that big. But the angled hood, I think is where the Fiero comes in for me, too. Will you stop it, you fucking asshole? I don't know who's over there, but they're getting a face full of... No, I blew myself up. I should have shielded. Should have shielded. If they make a new TM game, they should bring back, create a character car, and expand on it. You know, I've seen a lot of people suggest that, like saying, hey, let's bring back the create a car mechanic. And I think it was cool. Like it, you know, I think it gave players a little more agency over the cars that they do. But I think that, you know, I guess you want to make it customizable. You want to give players the creativity to, you know, sort of express themselves in their cars. But I sort of like the, I don't know, the handcrafted approach of the other Twisted Metal games, like in how their vehicles are. I just think it's a great way to go. I love it. You know, but the create a car, yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on it. Like, you want to give players the customizability, but also I want the developers to put in my hands a car that is cool and handcrafted. Because create a car, you only have so many options, realistically. Like, you know, you have maybe, like in 4, the way it worked, I think, was like you can pick through like 3 different sizes of cars, and there's a bunch of preset models for each one, and then you pick the special that each one has, and so on. You know, but I thought also if you make it like a more robust system, you know, where you can like upgrade your car as it goes along and stuff, like then it turns into a bit of like an RPG, and I think then you lose a bit of the fighting game aspects of it, where, you know, you're now more worried about like stat building and like upgrading than you are about like learning how to play. You know, like you're not trying to learn strategies to like utilize stuff. You're just like, okay, I got to put +1 into armor. I got to upgrade my special weapon damage or whatever. It turns into like a tech tree, which I think is not like, I don't know. I think there's a good reason why like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and stuff, like they don't worry about like you upgrading your characters, at least not as far as I know. You know, and maybe it's a balancing thing or a competitive multiplayer thing, but like, I don't know. Because if you have a created card, there's all these different combinations and stuff, and I don't know. You got a face full of blam. Really enjoyed that feature. I think it's the best new feature of that game. Yeah, it was definitely a good feature. I don't want to make it sound like it wasn't a good feature. I don't know. I'm just torn on like its necessity in Twisted Metal. But I think I'm pretty alone on that island. I think most people do like it. Imagine if they made a Model T as a playable character. There should be, man. Because like in the intro scene of Twisted Metal 4, if y'all remember that, it shows like what the Twisted Metal tournament was before, like, you know, the game takes place, like before like the modern day, quote unquote. And it's like this, you know, this demolition derby taking place with like old Model Ts and like cars like wooden wheels and shit. You know, like I want that Twisted Metal game. Where's that one at? You know, it's all these old timey cars, fucking steam powered, like slow rumbling behemoths. Like give me that shit, man. Twisted Metal 3's Roadkill special has too much knockback for the player. God, okay, I gotta get this fucking health before I die. I've killed no one, I think. I think there's 7 opponents when I started, and I've killed exactly 0 of them. Alright, we have 3 specials. I think I can do some legit damage. God, this is such a bad map to like try to read chat on, because like, I don't know, I could like try to stop for like 1 second, but it turns out the platform's gonna fall, and then I'm just fucking toast. Okay, I got Thumper. That's good. Okay, Warhawk is fairly close. I can probably shield, right? Shield? There we go. And then... Ooh, boom. Blasted. Let's fucking go. I think because he was in the air. Yeah, I think we're starting to see in action what y'all are talking about with the like bonus damage on the slopes and in the air. Which, is that an intended feature? Like, that seems like a bug. It seems like there's no way that was supposed to be like intended. TM3 Roadkill is just a case of shoving yourself under an enemy's car and firing it. You'll do massive chunks off people that way. The problem is controlling cars in TM3 doesn't feel great. Oh yeah, 100%. And there's so many lobbed weapons in TM3 that like I struggle with that too. Or like I tend to have to do that too, like where you have to go point blank on someone, and just before the weapon has a chance to, like, you know, get all the way its full arc, you know, you make contact with them. That seems like the only like reliable way to use them. I'm glad that connected. I need health fucking bad. But fuck, I can't get on this damn ramp. Fuck, dude. Getting destroyed. I think a livery editor would be neat. There was one in Twisted Metal 2012, if anyone actually remembers that feature they had, where you could go to the Twisted Metal website. I forget what it was called. I don't think it was just twistedmetal.com. Anyway, you would go to that website and you can like download like the unwrapped like texture file or whatever, the unwrapped model of the Twisted Metal vehicles. You'd put it into your Photoshop or whatever your desired photo editing app was, and you could, like, you know, basically add in whatever images and colors and stuff you wanted to that texture, and you would upload the texture to the website and, you know, download it to your game. So you can effectively have like a pretty like robust livery creator. It didn't work the same ways it does like in Forza or Gran Turismo or something, where like it's all in-game. Like you have to utilize the internet, the great wide internet. You know, I have that personal computer to make it work, but it was very cool. And I can only imagine why they didn't, like, I don't know, maybe do that with other games, because you open up that possibility for like some pretty gnarly stuff, and you have no way to like moderate it. You know, people can upload like the most like awful, gross shit possible, and like you have no way to like moderate. Jesus Christ, I'm getting destroyed. I think picking cosmetics and colors for cars makes more sense for Twisted Metal. Yeah, I think I'm with you there. Like, you know, if you want to give players a way to express themselves and like be creative, I think that's the way you do it. You know, instead of like saying, okay, here's how you have this card, you can upgrade its armor or add like attachments to it or whatever. Because then balancing just goes out the window like very quickly. Okay, here's my plan. The closest thing I have to a hidey hole is that little island off to the side. So we're going to go to that island and we're going to camp. We're going to put on our Call of Duty pants and we're going to camp. Okay, I'm just going to stay right here. And anyone who comes, we're blasting them. I think Create a Car would be cool with a robust creation system, but would probably be a balancing nightmare for multiplayer if you get two stats. Yeah, 100%. You know, because like maybe if you had ways to like, oh shit, I'm way too close. Okay, shield, blast, shield, blast. Dude, aren't you dead? Holy crap! Did I kill him? I think I did. Okay, great. Like, you know, in Call of Duty, like all your guns and stuff, you know, they have their base stats and stuff, and they can add attachments to it and stuff to augment kind of your playstyle and stuff. And so, I think that's a good way to go, for sure. If you're gonna, like, have customizability that's not just cosmetic. But, really, like, what I would prefer is just, like, purely cosmetic and stuff. Like, but I would prefer, like, in Mortal Kombat, at least as far as I remember, there's, like, you know, you have your Scorpion character, so he's Scorpion. But there's different like stances or fighting styles you can choose for that character. And so with Twisted Metal having different versions of, say, Shadow or Spectre or Warhawk, you know, you can pick like different versions. Fuck. Damn, I'm always on the last life when I fall off. I'm so bad at this video game. But like, you know, if I want to use the Twisted Metal 2 version of Shadow, I can change to that cosmetic and change the playstyle over. Because all the shadows perform differently, and same for like Warthog and Outlaw and all that too. I think that's a way you can have a little bit of customizability while also maintaining some semblance of balance. What's up? Oh, welcome, Clips Not Corny. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy yourself. This was supposed to be a quick stream, but so far it's been about 2 hours, and I'm on only Antarctica, so we probably have at least a little while longer. So thank you for joining. I do agree that Twisted Metal needs to have cars that represent the origins and personalities and backstories of the drivers. Yeah, 100%. You know, because I think as much as like, you know, the car combat's the centerpiece of the franchise, like people wouldn't give a shit if these cars were just cars, like just shells, you know, where there was no drivers or motivations or origins or anything. So I think that, and then the car needs to reflect that character's character, you know. Like, you know, with Mortimer being, you know, this, like, I think he's undead in this game, like, he's this keeper of souls, like, he is conducting this orchestra of lost and wayward souls trying to get revenge on Calypso. You know, it makes sense for him to be piloting a hearse to do that. Like, if he was driving Hammerhead, it would make no fucking sense. You know, so but you don't want the vehicle to be just like a, let's say the Wienermobile in Rogue Trip Vacation 2012, like, you don't want it to be like so on the nose of like, oh, he's the wiener guy, he drives the Wienermobile or whatever it is. Like, you want there to be you want it to tie in smoothly and creatively. So I think like having Shadow, you know, and Mortimer together makes perfect sense. You know, and not that every vehicle is like that. I mean, Mr. Slam, like we can see right here, like he's a construction guy, like an architect driving a, you know, construction vehicle. Like it's not that deep. But at least it feels right without being like too cartoony and dumb. Oh god. This map is really hard. I don't remember having this much trouble on it before, but I think I had some good RNG when I played it in the past. Because like I guess maybe I got lucky with like the way the sections fell and just sort of took enemies with it. Where I've not gotten so lucky. And also I keep having my momentum completely stopped. And because it's so wide open, you know, these enemies can just keep fucking pounding me with different, you know, weapons and stuff, and I don't really have much of a chance. So I want to go back to my hidey hole. My little hidey island. That did nothing. I don't even know where I am. If you stock up on ricochets, you can use the teleporter on the island and use 2 per vehicle to knock them off. It is cheap but effective. Okay, great. Let's fucking do that. Thanks for the idea. I never even thought about the knockback there. That's a fantastic idea. No, I don't want to go there yet. No! Okay, well, I guess we're here. I'll do what I can here. Get some remote bombs or something. If I shield... I mean, because there's knockback with my special, too, so I think that's a way to go. Imagine there was a Lego Twisted Metal. That would work, I think. Like, the way Twisted Metal, or the way, like, Lego has, like, used other licenses to, like, make really cool and interesting, like, you know, twists or, you know, versions of a product. Like, you know, Star Wars, or I think, like, Marvel has had a few, Batman or whatever. Harry Potter. I think that would be cool. Add loot crates and battle pass. Oh my god. I would hate that. You know, not that I don't think battle passes are necessarily, like, the worst thing to happen to gaming, but... like, they're not that interesting, but, like, every game feels the need to have it ever since, you know, Fortnite. You know, but I do think having, like, a progression system like that is not... it's not a bad thing. It keeps people coming, you know, back for each season or whatever. I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, God. Okay, I guess I'll just keep that there. Or, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's try to use more strategy here. Loot boxes are terrible. There's no question about loot boxes, but battle passes, I think... having, like, a free battle pass, I think, would be nice. So I wanted to see the intro to Twisted Metal 4 again because of what you just said. Oh, yeah, definitely check it out. It's very cool. Yeah, there's 3 enemies left. Most of them are fairly beat up, I guess. Upright. Shields. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, Axel is not even harmed, man. Oh, God. But Mr. Slam and Grim, I think, are pretty close. I think just a couple of specials should be able to take them out. Okay, no health up here. That's a bad sign. Okay, there's a Ricochet. That'll help us. And then I think that health that's up there can do us some good. Apologize for not keeping up the chat. I'm trying to put my gamer pants on. Trying to get good. Okay, I'm not going to fall for that health up there. There's no way I can get it. It's impossible. No. Oh my god, I hit the fucking brake and he fell off anyway. Ridiculous. I love the Lego racing game. I don't know if I played that one, actually. I thought about that too, Viggs. I just like the idea of a bunch of cowboys stuck outside of time in the Twisted Metal tournament trying to get home. I don't know if I... oh, horse-drawn chariot. Okay, I got you. 99 Studios didn't take Sweet Tooth too serious. No, I don't think they did. But you got to think at the time. Well, actually, I think they did take him serious because if you... I mean, Twisted Metal 1, they put Sweet Tooth front and center. Like, no question, like, he was the iconic character. But then when it came to Twisted Metal 2, they put Axel on the front, which kind of tells me that maybe that was supposed to be the new face of the franchise. And then, you know, you move on to 99 Studios after that. And they put Sweet Tooth back on the cover. So I think we can credit 99 Studios for taking Sweet Tooth so serious that they continued him as being the face of the franchise. But, you know, the way they portrayed him in that game is dumb as hell. For sure. But at least they had enough respect for him that they made him the face. The cars are more so the character than the drivers in this game. The best characters sync up car design, driver design, and special weapon design like Shadow. Yeah, Shadow is a perfect example. You know, or like Warhawk is another one that's more on the nose, but it fits. I do like that one. Grasshopper, I think Sneaky is kind of a good example of that because, like, you have, I think she's supposed to be 15 years old or something. You know, so having a vehicle that, you know, is meant, like, allowed to be driven by someone who's, like, not even of age to drive makes sense. And then dune buggies are more like, you know, they're more fun. They're more like, I guess, I don't know what the word for it, like sporty, I guess. You know, like off-roading and impulsive sort of activities. And you would attribute that to, like, you know, a 15-year-old person. So I do like that mixing. I think that works well. So I'm really trying to focus on playing this game. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile would be a great addition. I think, look, I haven't played Vacation 2012 Road Trip, but I think that was like an actual vehicle. Maybe not like the Oscar Mayer one, but there was a Wienermobile. Which, like, I think, like, that should be hilarious. But, like, it just seems a little too stupid that, like, I don't know, it seems like kind of childish. I don't know. And, like, I'm not above laughing at, like, a dick or a fart joke, but, like, I don't know. Having a Wienermobile is kind of like, I don't know, a cringe, as the youngins would say. Now all I can think about is the Oscar Mayer hot dog car. It's a funny card to think about that it exists, but I think that's what Oscar Mayer wants us to do, and I think we would all do better to not listen to major corporations and their marketing gimmicks. Death to the Oscar Mayer Wiener car. One could argue Jaffe took Sweet Tooth too seriously, given how he's this murder clown OC. Yeah, that's a good point too, because like I don't know if that started right away, or if it was like Black. The version in Black was like where he finally took that approach. But yeah, he like views Kratos and Sweet Tooth as like versions of him, like who he is on the inside, which is just like horrifically cringe. Like, I don't know, like to say, like the fact that he thinks that is bad enough, but the fact that he said that out loud, thinking like, oh yeah, this is what real artists think, this is what real creators think. Like, come on, man. But he did take it too serious, I think. But also, like, if he took it serious from the beginning, you gotta think, like, he was attributing those traits to himself, like, with that character. So, like, the version in Twisted Metal 1 was, like, this fucking, like, a circus clown who's, like, I don't know, like, wanted a paper bag as its prize. What the hell is that? And they made Sweet Tooth, that's a secret character you need a code to unlock, or the final boss in 4's case. Yeah, I never understood that. Like, if he's supposed to be the, like, I don't know, the mascot, you think he would be playable. So, like, in this game, because he wasn't the mascot, he's just, like, a secret bonus character. Okay, I can see that fine. But in Twisted Metal 3, like, I don't know, his face is on the cover. Like, you see him as an opponent. Like, of course people are going to want to play as him. But instead you have to find, like, a secret code, and the code's not, like, marked in-game, so, like, if you find the code, you don't know if it's for Sweet Tooth. It's very strange. After learning about the Killdozer incident, Mr. Slam always reminded me of that, even though TM2 premiered years earlier. I don't know if I know the Killdozer thing. That's something new to me, I think. I like how Sweet Tooth isn't a default character in more than half of the PS1 games. Let's see, there was 5 PS1 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Small Brawl. He was in 1 as a default character, okay. He was in... Wow, you're right. He's only in 2 of them, Small Brawl and 1. I never thought about that. Man, that's crazy. I never considered that. I actually wouldn't really mind Axel being the mascot of Twisted Metal, but Sweet Tooth is far better. Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's a handful of characters I think would make a great mascot. I mean, even Calypso, if it was like Calypso's, visage on the front of the cover, I wouldn't mind that. Or Axel, or Spectre, I think in some cases. Let's see, who else would be iconic? So I guess I suppose there isn't that many iconic characters that would be the face. Golly. Okay, now I made it. Great. And then I die immediately. Great. Fuck, man, I'm getting my ass kicked. Sorry I had to go. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, whatever you gotta do, man. I appreciate you stopping by for as long as you do. Yes, there is an honest-to-God Wienermobile and Rogue Trip. Its special weapon, I believe, is literally hydraulically slapping you with the wiener. Oh, yeah, 100% it is. And, like, I don't know, like, it's funny for, like, I don't know, 5 seconds. Like, the first time you see it, you're like, oh my god, is that serious? Did they spend, like, time and resources, like, animating, like, a hydraulic slapping wiener? And then once you realize that, like, grown adults did that, you're like, oh, okay, I guess I know what kind of game this is. It was also like 1998 or whatever it was. It was like, I don't know. It made sense for that time, I guess. I could probably finish off Axel if I'm careful. Okay, I don't know why my special didn't go off right just then, but okay. Yes, I'm in real trouble here. They wanted to save you from how top-heavy he is in TM3 with its physics. Oh, I guess that makes sense. But also, like, I don't know, maybe just fix your physics and let the mascot of the franchise be present. That's an option, I think. Damn, still going through, huh? Get a bunch of bombs, teleport to the other island, and bombs away. Yeah, I'll try that this time, because I'm kind of just getting my ass kicked. But also, like, I think that there's a bit of my mind dissolving into mush on top of, the chat aspect of it. I'm more interested in engaging with you guys than putting my full focus on the game. So I think that's part of it as well. I can kind of get where Jaffe was coming from with that line. I could understand if he used Sweet Tooth as a creative outlet for frustration and anger, and attaching himself to it in that way. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing wrong with people, like, creating a character that's supposed to be, like, a version of themselves. Like, they're taking, like, aspects of themselves that may not be, like, that savory, in real life. Like, obviously the traits that Sweet Tooth and Kratos embody are not ones that you can necessarily express in day-to-day life because it's, you can't... Fuck. Damn it, my ricochets. That you can't... You can't be a violent, demonic clown in real life, but if you feel inside that you have, like, unchecked anger... I guess it would be checked if it's hidden, but, like, you have this, like, this rage, this anger inside you. You wouldn't want to wait to, like, sort of make an outlet for that within a video game. I totally get that. But, like, the way he did it with Sweet Tooth is just kind of, like, weird. I don't know. I guess who am I to say what's weird or what's not, but it just seems funny. Okay, someone died. I'm not exactly sure who. We killed 2 people, and I don't know when or how. Okay, we got 1 ricochet. Okay, great. I think Sweet Tooth makes sense as a mascot, being that Twisted Metal is a game created by an American game studio. I'd argue that the ice cream truck is symbolic within American culture. Yeah, that's a great point. 100%. Because if you're trying to draw on, like, American tropes and cliches and, like, Americana culture and stuff, yeah, ice cream trucks definitely is part of that. So you juxtapose, like, that, innocent American, like, culture thing, and you mix it in with this, like, demonic serial killer clown. It makes sense in that aspect. Not as much to me as, like, this is Jaffe saying, this is who I really am. Okay, I'm trying to bombs away these fellas, and I guess I got Twister off. Suppose that works. Oh my god, dude, I got free spam by fucking Grim, dude. Holy shit. God, I hate when they freeze you and you just can't do anything about it. Because look, he's just spamming. He's just holding down his fucking triggers. Alright, we're gonna... Oh my god, Grim, you fucking prick. Get out of here. Up, right, so he doesn't freeze me. Okay. Alright. I think I blew myself up. God, this is hard. This is tough, man. Marcus is from Alabama, and so is Jaffe, so Needles, Marcus, and Twist Metal 2 were both Jaffes. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think he might have, because in Twist Metal 2, there was no hint that Needles and Marcus were, like, the same person. But I do think that there was some aspect of it present that they just didn't, explain. Dude, Grim, can you just leave me the fuck alone? Up, right. Let's do shield, thank you. Okay, I need health. Bad. Okay, good, it's here. Yeah, I gotta get rid of Grim, man. He is wrecking my shit. Roadkill, not as much of a danger, somehow. Up, right. Okay, well, I blew up Grim. I think he just ran into me. That killed him. I'm totally okay with that. I have no lives. Gotta be really careful. Okay, I think that thing's about to fall. Okay, there's health up there on the hill, but I had trouble getting up this ramp, though, so we gotta really, really be careful. Excuse me, little skier. I gotta squeeze by. What the fuck? What did I hit? There was no wall there. I really wish Mr. Ash had more appearances. Always thought he was a super cool concept, but only was really in Twisted Metal 1 and mentioned in TM3 before Dollface became the iconic Darkseid driver. Yeah, I wonder why Mr. Ash never really got much run in the franchise, because it's a cool character. Like, I don't know. I would feature him more if it was my franchise. But, I mean, Dollface is cool too, but, like, Dollface could have driven anything. Like, the character's what's cool, not the truck itself. Like her being in that truck doesn't really connect much to each other, I don't think. Like, she could, like, drove any car. Would have been fine. Okay, we're down to 1 opponent. I have ricochets. I can grab more ricochets. Okay, we can go to the island. We can make this happen. But I have to get to the teleporter. I don't know where it is. Oh god. Okay, I mean, honestly, where is the teleporter? Oh, there it is. Okay, I think I just drove right past it. Holy shit. It could be worse. You could be playing as Hammerhead or Grasshopper. Oh yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, I'm as bad as I am. Like, Shadow's a pretty good character. Like, I shouldn't be having this much trouble, but I can only imagine if I was playing an actual bad character. I mean, Twist Metal literally exists because he wanted to blow away cars in LA traffic, so I guess he's using a creative outlet to vent anger. Yeah. And, I mean, games at the time, as being, like, toys and sort of these, not that deep artistic experiences and stuff, like, you can have a game with that premise, and it makes sense. But I think as the series developed, I do think he put more of himself into it. I think Black I think does show off a lot more about what goes on in Jaffe's head, at least at the time. It's kind of cringy how he was like, Sweet Tooth is me, but I don't know. Some people attach themselves to their creations. The original designer for Lara Croft left core design because she got over-sexualized. Yeah, I mean, I can see that for sure. You know, I don't want to judge Jaffe if that's what if he genuinely, you know, associates himself with like a murder clown. You know, who am I to judge or say that's weird? I just like, I don't know, the fact that in the first game he like just wants a paper bag, like, because the whole point of Sweet Tooth, in my opinion, in the first few games was like, hey, look how fucking insane this clown is. And I don't think Jaffe looks at himself as like a person detached from reality in that way. Yeah, I'm sure he thinks of himself as like a weird whatever person, but I don't know. Okay, here's our chance. Yay! We did it. Well done, everyone. Yeah, Lara Croft was kind of like Core Design's child or creation. Okay, they heard her close. They had her close in their hearts, and their marketing team went wholly unsavory with portraying her. I wonder how small the map can become in Antarctica. Yeah, I wonder too. I'm actually not sure how small it could become. I didn't know Lara Croft was based on like a real person, you know, but it does seem weird that it was, and then they just like kept doing that to them. Like, I don't know, if you cared about that person in that way, like, you know, you treat them as like a child of your company or whatever, I don't know, like, why would you... Also, if you view them as a child, why, I don't know, I maybe best not to get into that. It seems strange to do that to a person you claim to care about. Because, I mean, that, to me, that says, like, the things you value about that person is not, like, their personality or, like, how nice they are or the things that they enjoy or, like, I don't know, you only care about them because, like, they got big breasts or whatever. I guess she's also heroic and courageous and stuff. I don't know. Because I also remember hearing a story that, like, the reason that her, you know, chest is that large is that, like, one of the programmers or one of the designers, like, I guess had, like, a scaling sliders, I don't know. But, like, they just made the scaling too big, and they just never bothered to, like, you know, make it normal, so they just kept it. It just seems, I don't know, it seems strange to me. Also, I'm on Holland, so if I don't make any sense, if I lack coherency, the reason is Holland. Dude, Sweet Tooth, can you just leave me the fuck alone? Jesus Christ, dude, I could not move. He kept bouncing me with those fucking napalm rounds. Holy shit, dog. It was circle, triangle, square, triangle, square. Okay, circle, triangle, square, triangle, square. Circle, triangle, square, triangle, square. Okay, I think I got it. Put doll face and manslaughter. Yeah, that could work, definitely. Taco Darkside. But then we would not have Taco Darkside. We would still have Taco Darkside. 100% we would. Circle, triangle, square, triangle, circle. Fuck off. God, I hate this fucking password system. Circle, triangle, square, triangle, square. Okay, da. There we go. So, like, if you put the wrong password, you have to wait, like, several seconds for it to, like, let you try again. It could become just the two sections with the arch. Damn, that's small. That and the Black's Manual is meant to be No Faces Journal. Oh yeah, I love that. Like, the presentation of Black all around, like, from its manual to its main menu to its, like, world you play in the game. Like, unmatched. Like, I don't know a single game, let alone Twisted Metal game, you know, that, like, has that same level of, like, presentation. Maybe, like, other, like, Incognito games, like War of the Monsters, I think, had a pretty cool aesthetic like that. Well, like, just navigating the main menu feels like a cool experience. Yeah, people don't give that enough credit. Alright, we gotta be real careful here. If they made the meow, they need to put Tesla in. When playing versus with someone, the map doesn't reset after each battle, it just keeps falling until it's just two sections. Oh, that's weird. So if you keep hitting, like, the retry, it just keeps getting smaller and smaller. That sounds awful. I guess it could be fun, just that sort of dynamic chaos element. Alright, we gotta be real careful. Some of these hay bales seem to have healths in them. I think that's a good way to go. Oh god. Golly, these fuckers. Yeah, I thought Antarctica was bad. I mean, I knew this would be worse, but, like, after Antarctica, I was like, how could it get worse? But it turns out, here's how. Fuck, man. He fucking teleported and just wasted me. Yeah, I genuinely don't want to rip on Jaffe. The verbiage he used in the interview was just a bit silly. Yeah, I mean, I get it. If you want to be, like, edgy or whatever, I get it. I'm not here to judge him. You know, he's had, you know, way more creative success than I probably ever will. You know, so I have nothing but respect for him. And the things he... I mean, look, I'm playing his creation right now, and I have a whole channel talking about it. Like, I have nothing but respect for him, but that doesn't mean that he's above criticism, too, you know? Another character I really want to see more of is Crimson Fury. Played through TM4 recently as the red Lambo created car with the taser, with the laser. Yeah, I forgot you can make Crimson Fury. You can make a lot of, like, classic Twisted Metal characters using the created car system. Like, I think, yeah, Crimson Fury's there. I think Spectre's Dodge Viper is part of there. You can make Club Kid's Mini Cooper. Hammerhead, I think, is in there. Oh boy, we got 9 enemies left. I've died already. This is no good. Up right. Okay, I think did I see a health? I did not. As a homing missile. Fuck. Yeah, I don't want to resort to cheats, but boy, is it going to be tough. Because wowie. Let's see. Getting off for the night. Hope everyone has a good night. Oh, thank you, Josh Brindley. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with us. A ton of fun. I hope we can catch another stream at some other time. But have a great night. Always fun. And these enemies are like not even close to fucking hurt, dude. Oh my god. Fuck. I thought I was detonating a different one. So it was a joke from TikTok. Oh boy, I think I'm behind on something. Everyone talks about Lara Croft's triangle chest, but no one says anything about the Atlantean meat mutants she has to fight in the first game. I'll be honest, I don't know much about like the original Tomb Raider games. I know a little bit about like her modern games, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, all that. I hope that's the names of the games. But, like, I never actually played the first ones. So, like, I don't know how silly they get. I can only imagine they're pretty bonkers. Like, they're pretty out there. Oh my god. Dude, they just swarm you. There's 9 of them. It's impossible. This game is insane. Okay. Boy, did I ever forget the fucking password. I think I remember those. Circle, triangle, square, triangle, square. Yeah, I think that was it. I think it's because most people didn't make it that far. Oh, yeah. I bet. Yeah, because games back then were just super hard. You didn't have memory cards and stuff. I don't know. Seems like the right thing to do. So have a good night, Des. I'm out. Talk to you later. All right, Zayman. Hope you enjoy yourself. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry I couldn't do it on TikTok this time. I was trying to do something a little bit different. Ah, don't spawn me on top of a health. I don't want to waste it right now. That's fucked up. Yeah, I don't know if I can get past Holland, you guys. I mean, I'm sure I could. Give it enough time. You know, if I spend another Antarctica's worth of time, I probably could, but good lord. This was supposed to be quick. You guys happen to pick the one game that, like, I just can't get through in a brisk pace? I suppose 3 is also like that. Like, if you guys chose Black, we would have been done like an hour ago. But instead, he chose this game. And you get to watch me struggle. But I guess that makes for a longer stream, which I hope is good for you guys. But I have fun too. What difficulty is this? This is normal, I think. I didn't touch the difficulty. I'm pretty sure it's just normal. Pretty sure. I'd have to double check next time in the main menu, but yeah, I'd be willing to bet it's on normal. Not that it matters. I'd probably get kicked. I wouldn't have made it this far in easy mode, so we know it's not easy mode. And hard mode, I think it wouldn't look any different. I'd be just as bad. I have the OG Tomb Raider game on Steam, yet another set of games in the backlog I want to finish one day. I think it would be cool to go back to those games. Like, if I already talk about, you know, this PS1 game, like, I do want to branch out and talk about other games, and even ones that I never tried before. I think that would be, you know, an interesting thing to try out. Thumper, are you even close to dead? Because, like... Okay, if I can kill one person before I die the first time, I would be pretty stoked about that. Tomb Raider 1 is the ultimate in 90s cheese. When you have a skater guy in your game as a boss, you know you're in the 90s. Oh my god, I'm realizing how little I know about that franchise. Like, I always thought it took itself seriously, like it was like Indiana Jones, but in video game form. And it was like, I guess Indiana Jones is pretty silly too, but not like that. God, can I kill anyone? Like, everyone feels like they're at fucking full health all the time. The Axel has, like, no damage. And I have no means of doing damage. The original Tomb Raider got wild. The final area is inside of an Atlantean temple that's made of meat. That's fucking bonkers. That sounds like a fever dream. I did kill someone. Great. Look at me go. I started to make my way through TM1. It feels good to methodically work my way through it. It's a hard game. I think on a challenge level, I think it's the hardest one because I think it gives you less tools. Like, you don't have the advanced attacks. You can't do the... there's freeze missiles, but you can't, like, use them at will. You have to pick them up. And, like, the rear fire, like, you can't rear fire whatever you want. I don't think there's a shield. You know, drop mines are a pickup. Like, I think that adds a level of, like difficulty to it, but also strategy in a different way. Like, knowing where those pickups are and knowing when to use them and stuff. And being able to deny your opponents, like, the use of those... Oh my god, dude, the napalm cones are everywhere. This whole map is just napalm cones. Alright, I'm having a real tough time. My god. Alright, I'll let you guys talk about the Atlantean meat monkeys or whatever, because I'm busy with getting my fucking ass kicked. Atlantean meat chunks, that's insane. Okay, I gotta take out Sweet Tooth, man. Those napalm cones are fucking insane. Dude, fucking chill out, dude. Alright, where does this take us? I'll just stay up here as long as I can. It's gonna blow up in like half a second, but I'll just take the reprieve where I can. The stage is really highlighting why Kong hates Sweet Tooth as much as he does. Because it's just constant. Because they bounce off walls and they home in on you. Like, you're never safe from these fucking napalm cones. Well, they're hurting each other somehow, so maybe I could just chill up here. Maybe they'll kill each other somehow. I don't know, man. 8 opponents, I have 1.5 lives. I don't like my chances. That's just how Sweet Tooth is in this game, spamming his cones. Oh boy. I wonder how if the AI for different... Oh my god, Sweet Tooth just fucking... You found me. For different drivers programmed to behave differently. I wonder too. Because I don't know if this game has like that advanced of AI. Because I've heard in some ways like they just kind of patrol areas, like they don't really hunt you down. But then when you get into like the area that they're in, then they start to attack you and stuff. So I don't think that they're that... I think it's pretty binary. It's like either I'm attacking you or I'm not. And whether I'm not or I am is like based on like where I am in relation to them, like what part of the map. Nope, there's... Sweet Tooth got health somehow, fucker. Damn it. And the fact that this has like held up as long as it has, this windmill is insane. Oh my god. I don't want to play this way, but yet, here I am. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Alright, I could probably... No, they split apart. Fuck, Dan. And I blew myself up. I forgot the shield. I have ceased having fun. This has become a slog. Okay, at least I got Mr. Grimm. Like, I get where the challenge can be fun in this game because, like, you know, when you're good at it, you want situations where your skill can be put on full display. However, I'm not that skilled, and I'm not going to become skilled within the course of just a single playthrough on stream. And so when you end up hitting a wall this way, you know, it's just no fun. There's little fun to be had. Also, when I'm trying to slow down to like let my little Ghost Man go. I don't know, I end up like turning around, like doing like a J turn. I don't mean to. Okay, do I have a special ready? Up, up, right, up, up, right. Okay, I killed 3 people that time. We'll call it progress. If the Ghost and Pac-Man could be made to behave with slight differences, then I wouldn't be surprised if the AI in here did. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're definitely right. I forgot the fucking password. Fuck. Oh, I gotta go back. Or no, I do remember. It was circle, triangles, that. It was that. That's what it was. I'm getting a PS5 next week, just hoping for a new TM game. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, congrats getting your hands on a PS5. So I'm fortunate enough to have a Xbox Series X. Very happy with. I don't have a PS5 quite yet, but I would like one. Especially if there's a new Twisted Metal game. But there's also a handful of other, Sony franchises that I would love to play, but I don't have access to because I don't have a PS5. Like, Gran Turismo 7 would be really cool to have on, like, next-gen console. God of War would be fucking fantastic. Horizon, I've heard, is very good. But, I'm happy with my Series X. Also, Darkseid and Hammerhead were set to fire freeze missiles more than anyone else do. That makes sense. Like, I feel like there are certain, like, attack patterns that the AI does have. Like, for instance, Slam, loves to do the freeze special combo. Like, he spams the shit out of that. Mr. Grimm does his free spam combo. Twister, I don't know what Twister's thing is. Like, Sweet Tooth just seems to spam his special. Like, most of the attack patterns seem to be based on just, like, spam. Just keep hitting the fire button. Alright, we gotta book it. Book it to the health. I got a Series X too. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I got the Series X. One, because it was like the one that was available at the time that I was buying a next-gen console. But also, I really like the backwards compatibility of it. Where, I can play, like, OG Xbox and 360 games and stuff much easier than I can play a PS2 or PS3 game on a PS5. That was a big part of the purchase there, too. I got the password copy if you truly forget, so thank you. I appreciate it. Also, I'm not going to stop anyone from, like, shortening the name to Des or Dessa or whatever. I'm just surprised that, like, what you guys went with was Dessa. Like, of all the options, like, there's D or Des, Dessa, Dessa's the one you went with. Interesting. I like it though. I'll take it. I have to say, these are always the kind of streams I look forward to just because how chill they are. Very good stuff to listen to while working. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope I can be part of that wonderful community of, like, legit streamers who provide great content. I do my best, but I'm glad you like it. Xbox would be so good for backwards compatibility, to be honest. Choosing between either is hard. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy and blessed that I was able to make that decision. Like, I had the means to buy either one. But that, golly, dude, I had no chance there. But yeah, I went with Xbox for the backwards compatibility. Despite having, like, in my opinion, inferior, like, exclusive games. Like, it seems like for every, like, Xbox exclusive, there's, like, just a far better version of it on the PS5. Like, I think Hellblade is on Xbox, but then, like, okay, well, PlayStation has God of War, or, Forza's on Xbox, well, Sony's got Gran Turismo. But, yeah, I love the Xbox, though, it's great. I haven't bought a PS4, PS5, I use PC primarily, but if I do get a PS4, I'd get black for the trophies. Yeah, that's a great point, because black on PS4 is the only game in the series that appears natively on PlayStation 4, which means you get the trophy support, you get the 1080p upscaling, which is, I think, huge. Like, the game looks really, really good, for being a 23-year-old video game. And there's people online that are like, they're playing it on PS5 and they're claiming it's like 4K. Like, I don't think it's actually 4K. Could be though, but I doubt it. Mainly I'm getting the PS5 for the exclusives. Yeah, you're making the right call. Either way you go, you're making the right call. They're both great consoles, but the exclusives, man, the exclusives are so good. was looking at the reason Shadow is top tier in this game, literally hitting 3 enemies at once and juggling them. Well, yeah, if I was better at the game, I'm sure like this would be a top tier character. Could someone do me a favor? Do me a favor. If someone could look up the Axel code for Holland and or the God mode cheat, one of the two, so I can get past this. Because I did not expect to go this late on the stream. So I want to have some closure, some finality to it. But without spending, 7 years. Like, I don't want to have to get a PhD in this game to beat it. Like, I don't... A doctorate in Twist Metal 2 is, like, the only degree less valuable than, like, a philosophy degree. So please, get me out of Twisted Metal School. Help me drop out. Oh my god, just getting bullied. I think it's common in typing online to shorten names to 4 letters or so. When I played World of Warcraft, 4 letters was generally the trend to call people by. Yeah, no, I totally get like wanting to shorten it, but the Dessa versus Des, that's what kind of was interesting to me. I'm fine with either. I don't mind either way, but I always assumed that Des would be the easiest way to shorten it. But Dessa, that's interesting. And Sweet Tooth is set to never stop firing his special. Right. I mean, that's kind of what's kicking my ass the most is like, fucker. Okay, there's the code for Axel. Okay. All right. We have circle, X, circle, triangle, circle, circle. All right. Time for Axel's revenge. Thank you all for doing the cheats there. I appreciate that. I like that I can call on you guys. I can employ the help of the chat. And y'all are so helpful. Instead of just telling me, not fuck off, streamer, fucking do it better. Could be worse if we can call you doo-doo. Please don't. Yeah, especially with the whole Kongdu Desadoo thing. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, I changed the name to Drew Desadoo. Just to, like, maybe help distinguish myself from Kongdu. Just by sheer coincidence, we happen to have, like, a do, to end our names. And I've had several people, like, say, oh, I thought you were Kongdu. Or I'll have like community post asking like, hey, what do you want to see next? Like, do you want to see more of this type of video or so on? People would be like, oh, yeah, I saw your series on Twisted Metal 3. Like, how much you hate that game? I'm like, are you sure you're talking about me or are you talking about Kongdu? Oh, I was talking about Kongdu. For both our sakes, Kongdu and myself, I think it's better if we don't get each other confused. So yeah, doo-doo would be like going hard on that aspect of it. Oh, the Axel power flowing through my veins right now. So can we expect a Star Wars Demolition stream? That's a car combat game. Yeah. I don't know about that, man. I didn't know that game existed until like very recently. I had no idea. I think Fiendly played it on stream, which is pretty cool. But I've never even really thought about playing it. There's a few games that I probably should play on stream. Vigilante 8 would be a fun one. I do own that one on PS1, like a disc. Okay, that could be a good one, for sure. L1, R1, up, down, left, left, down, up. Let's see, up, down, left, left, down, up. I don't know what that is. Infinite weapons, that's great. Alright, let's just power through the rest of this game. Alright, let's do up, down, left, left, down. Okay, I did that one already. What is it? Up, down, left, right. Okay, guys all did the infinite weapon. I got you. Okay. Does that apply to special weapons? Oh, fuck yeah, it does. Fuck yeah, it does. Alright, we're in AI now. I'm so bad at this game. Kong is just an angry guy from Boston, har har. I don't know if he actually is, but his accent sounds similar. Yeah, I don't know where his accent's from, but yeah, Boston seems... Well, I mean, maybe not Boston, like... Because when I think of Boston, I think of like a fucking... Who's that famous actor from Boston? Matthew... Fuck. My brain is fucking mashed potatoes right now. The guy in Rain Man, you know what I'm talking about? Matt Damon. Yes, Matt Damon's who I think of when I think of Boston. Vigilante Age is the go. I really gotta play more of it, and I should play it on stream. I should make more videos about it too. Because all my shorts to this point have been either Twisted Metal or Fallout. And Fallout have been... No, shorts have been only Twisted Metal. TikTok I've done a few Fallout ones. But I think Vigilante 8 would be fitting, for sure. WWE made a Twisted Metal ripoff called Crush Hour. Oh yeah, I've seen that one too. Pretty much any, like, car combat adjacent game that I haven't played, I'm only aware of it because of Fiendly. I played it on stream at some point. Okay, we desperately need that health. And now you're the AI, yes. Weird, that was listed as God mode on the wiki, not infinite weapons. I can double check. Let's see, yours was Sweet Pepino. You did the code. Oh, which code did you do? I don't know, I should probably pay more attention to the game. Oh god. Okay, so despite the cheats, I killed one person. God, I'm bad at this game. Axle power, yeah. Hell yeah. I only recently remembered the Star Wars Destruction game. I played a demo of it as a kid, as well as TM2. Yeah, I mean, I think if I am gonna, like, spend a lot of time playing car combat games for content and stuff, I think it's only good that... Oh, same code, but holding all the shoulder buttons. I see. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so... Okay, I see. Up, down, left, right, right, left, down, up. Okay. Is it the same code forwards and backwards? Up, down... Yeah, what the hell? Gotta fucking... Alright, up, down, left, right, right, left, down, up. Oh, God mode was... Huh. Because God mode would imply I can't die, but I think I was dying. It keeps saying God mode off. So is God mode, like, I can't turn it off if it wasn't on in the first place. Alright, I guess, yeah, I can't take damage, so maybe off means on in this universe. Alright, let's just fucking power through this, man. The wiki lied to us. The Twisted Metal wiki, while very useful, at least for my content creation sake, it seems to have a lot of gaps and a lot of, like, just incorrect information on it. And also, like, a weird amount of typos, too. Like, there's a lot of typos there. So, infinite weapons was, if I just did up, down, left, right, right, left, down, up, was infinite weapons. Yeah, infinite weapons. Okay, so infinite weapons with the God mode. I think this should make this much shorter of a playthrough. So it means I don't have to worry about blowing myself up. Oh, my bad. The wiki says God mode is the same code, but holding launcher. Okay. Alright. I think we're good then. Just as weird. It says God mode is infinite health, weapons, and turbo. It definitely wasn't infinite weapons. At least that's not what I saw. Because whenever I'd use a weapon, like, it would regenerate, but, like, not instantly, so it would switch to the next weapon, so I had to go back to it, and a little clunky. God, this game is just a beatdown, man. You had one on, so it turns one of them off. Okay, that makes sense. It's probably why they're the same code. Maybe it's doing a fast recharge. The infinite weapon seems to do that. I wish I didn't have to resort to cheats, you know, but when you spend almost 3 hours on a game, it's just how it's just the nature of it. On a game you suck at, I should say. Because, like, if I was playing Black, it would have been easier. If I was playing Head On, obviously we would have been done with this, you know, within the first 30, 40 minutes. But you guys had to choose this one. Now Death has leveled up. My final form has been achieved. But I'm still, like, not even killing these guys that fast. Because, like, I don't know where the fuck these guys are, but they're, like, not close. Yeah, if you juggle them with the special, that seems to do the most damage. Alright, Roadkill. This should finish you off. Yes. Great. Like, if this is how hard, like, how long it takes on the fucking... on God mode, I can't imagine, like, if I was actually, like, giving us a solid shake. It's supposed to be fun. I stopped having fun an hour ago. This is insane. But this game does seem like it gets more fun as you get better at it, which is how a game should be. Like, as you sort of learn and strategize and deepen your knowledge, it should get more fun. It's just not going to happen over the course of a stream. But I will say this, I'm much better now than I was when I started playing this game a few months ago. So I'll give it that. The wiki didn't lie, it was an order of operations thing. Yeah, I guess you're right. It wasn't wrong, it was just not right in the right ways. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Alright, let's get down to business here. These guys are driving aimlessly in circles. My special doesn't do well unless I'm like... Did he go invisible? Where the fuck did he go? Alright. There we go. Alright, they're juggled. Oh, it was juggled. I feel like I can't shoot the next one until... There's like a delay. Oh, I did get him. Okay. Oh, using cheats? That's okay. No use to keep torturing yourself. Has it been like 3 hours? I think it has. Like, it's been a long time. It's been... judging by OBS, it's been almost 3 hours. It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes, so... I think I've done my due diligence. I've given it a fair shake. And, so I'm okay with cheats right now. I think you can still die. You can definitely die falling off cliffs. Dying in the water on Hong Kong. I'll have to give that a try. Now, I don't know if this takes away any of my validity, my credibility as a Twisted Metal content creator, but, you know, I like to think of myself as a more evolved Twisted Metal content creator. I talk about the meta stuff about the game. I talk about the narrative, not the gameplay. I leave that to Fiendly and Kongdu to talk shit about that. I'm pretty sure you still die in the water with God mode. Mythbusters, go. All right, yeah. Let's see. Hong Kong God mode on. Can God drown? That's the question we're asking. Twisted Metal 2 is asking the real questions. Can divine powers succumb to water? I'm gonna drink some Diet Coke. If anyone's interested in what I'm drinking, it's Diet Coke. I would be drinking Gatorade, but I'm actually using my Gatorade to prop up my phone so that I can keep up with chat. So, fun fact about my streaming setup. Because I wanted something to make me feel like a real e-gamer. But I don't want to get an energy drink because I care about my mental health too much, and any amount of caffeine would send me off the edge right now. I found on accident you can glance off the water and bounce right back into the area. Really? Okay, so the water you're talking about is this, right? Like, this is water? So is it, how do you... Help me drown. I don't know where the proper place to drive off the edge is. Like, that seemed like an invisible wall. So I don't know if this is it. Oh, yep. There you go. Yep, you can. God can drown. Myth confirmed. Or busted? I don't know which one we're... You can drown. Diet Coke is perfect for Twisted Metal 2. You know, honestly, when I was at the store purchasing the Diet Coke before I went on stream, my thought was, I want to be as much like David Jaffe as humanly possible. And so, that's where the Diet Coke came from. In fact, if you go to the David Jaffe streams, if you join, like, his membership thing, I think you become a Diet Coke soldier. Diet Soda soldier, I think is what they're called. And so, I think we're embodying that as much as humanly possible. Let's just finish this off. Go home. Go home. Help me drown. Des 2023. If anyone ever bothers to clip these streams, I can only imagine the kind of stuff you come up with. Like, help me drown. Can God drown? What water can befall those with all the power? You guys are killing me. I'm glad y'all can be here for this. This is great. Can I outrun I can outrun the ghost. I can drag race the ghost and win. There's a way to look behind me, I think, right? Some sort of button. I don't know. My brain, when I say it's turned into mashed potatoes, I mean that. My brain is, at the beginning I felt sharp, I felt coherent, I felt ready. But I was ready for about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of Twisted Metal. And so far it's gone twice that, and most of it is me just being humiliated. But we're all here to see it. But can we get Darktooth over the fence? We can try it. I can try to get some ricochets. No, I have ricochets. We could try. I don't know how possible... maybe... I think my special is probably the best bet to get him over the edge. So let's... Oh, I was trying to do it to Spectre, but he just exploded. There's a rear view mirror button, I think. It was... I know what it is in Twisted Metal 3 in black. I don't know what it is in this game. I think there would have to be, right? You have to have some sort of way to look behind you. Maybe it's... Oh, it's not that. Select down. Let's try that. Oh, that's how you change that. Oh, I think it's select and then... Yeah, it's select and then like a directional pad button does like different camera things. You have different camera options, which are basically useless. Although I think Kongdu used the the helicopter cam, used that for some playthrough. I think it was maybe the Hammerhead one. I can see it being there. But I like the list form of the specials, or of the weapons list. I think that's very helpful. Especially when I have God mode, I want to know all the weapons I have all at once. I guess best guess is he would be forced to teleport since the game would think he is stuck. If he flew over the fence, like, he would drown, right? Like, if you push him off like a cliff, like, it would just... I want to know now, but I think it would be too hard. I think there would be a little bit too much of the... Oh god. A little too much trial and error for this stream. Maybe we can do like that's a great idea, actually. We should do... You know, we should, like, maybe on like a Discord server, like a comment. Just, if you guys can send, like, myths that we should try in Twisted Metal. Doesn't matter what game, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, Black, Small Brawl, whatever. Like, send, like, theories that we should try, and then on stream we should go one by one, testing all the theories. That would be fun, I think. I would love that. I got exactly 8 minutes left before I go to bed. Alright, Mr. Viggs, I appreciate you stopping by. I know it's super late for you. I not that I don't consider, like, the East Coast audience, but as a West Coast person, you know, 6:30 for me just seems like an appropriate time to start. Whereas, like, if I was trying to do 6:30 your time, it would be like, I don't know, 3:30 or so. That seems early, so I apologize that the stream is so late. But I appreciate you stopping by, having some fun. If Darktooth went over the fence, he would drown Tooth. He'd be drowned. Oh my god. It's hilarious. I can only assume Darktooth would drown. I don't think they'd have a special exemption programmed in for him. I would never expect him to go over the gate. Have a good night, Mr. Viggs. Yeah, I think I'm with you there. I think there would be a special exemption for the drowning part, but there would be for, like, just maybe he wouldn't be able to go over the fence. God, he's so big. Like, I know it's the point, but, like, he's so big. Like, I love that it's just a scaled-up version of Sweet Tooth. It's hilarious. I love it. Also, it didn't occur to me till, I guess it was Saturday when I was playing Twisted 2012 for the most recent video, that the Iron Maiden boss fight, like, does have a few, like, callbacks to this fight, where, like, when you destroy Iron Maiden, the last phase is just the disembodied head. And then this one, it's the same thing. You defeat Darktooth, and then, you know, you fight the head afterwards. So I like the little callback there. It's a stupid idea, but it's funny. Like, you know, like, you think you finished the fight. Oh, we did it. We won the game. But wait, what's this? And then, like, the fucking head comes out of nowhere. It's hilarious. I love it. If Darktooth gets stuck, the game will teleport him across the map. That makes sense, because I feel like that's true for most vehicles. Like, if they get stuck, they'll just teleport. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. No, it's fine. I love your streams. I appreciate that, Mr. Viggs. Yeah, I mean, all you guys, seriously. I appreciate all the support and just niceness you guys bring. It's so comforting. I don't think I would do this if you guys weren't as amazing as you guys are. I don't mean that to be like a threat, like, oh, you gotta keep being nice or I'll leave, you know. But I'm a fairly sensitive person. Like, I don't put up with, like, rudeness or any slights towards me. Like, I take it very personally, you know. But I also take the compliments and the support very personally too. So it goes both ways. Primeval doesn't have that kind of protection. 99 got something right. Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone was here for. I'm sure. Yeah, a lot of you were here for the Twisted Metal 3 stream a couple weeks ago, where I think the only reason I was able to beat Primeval was because Thumper's special has like a knockback, and I just pushed Primeval into the blimp hole, and that's my greatest gaming achievement. I don't think I'll ever surpass that. Like I said, that's the case for Minion TM1. He'll teleport if it falls off the rooftop. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I wonder if there's a way to kill him without just doing like ballistic damage. Very curious. Okay, I'm gonna let this cutscene play out. I don't want to talk over it.
Deadly fight, and he was tired. Soon he would retire into the depths for a long day's sleep. But for now, he had a mission to complete. He met with me, the creator of Twisted Metal. Mortimer, any prize you request is yours.
I am not here for a prize, Calypso. It is I who have a gift for you.
A gift? For me? Let me see it. It was a trap. My fate had been sealed.
These are the souls of the people who have died in your contest. The poor men and women who were simply walking the streets of the world when your Twisted Metal competitors ran them down. They've hired me to take revenge on you.
Within seconds, the souls of the dead had carried me away. Some say they dropped me in the busy streets of New York. Others think I'm still being carried on the night winds. Only one man knows the truth, and that man is me. I am Calypso! And I thank you for playing Twisted Metal!
Hey, look at me. I'm a real streamer, not talking over the cutscene. What do you know about that? And yeah, this Sweet Pepino, that was so frustrating when Primeval did that, because I was so happy that I got the freeze, I lined up the shot, and then he just bounced right off the rim of the hole. But I got it back, so I got the redemption. There's something on the wing. That has to be a Twilight Zone reference. You're right. Even though pushing Primeval might be the intended way to kill him, given how tanky he is. I never really thought about that until I saw, like, I think it was Augur. Like, you can pick him up with Augur and just drop him in the hole, like, I don't know, like, there's a blimp hole for a reason. And if it's not to put Primeval into it, I don't know what else you would do with it. I don't want to drive through it, you know, so we gotta find some other use for it. One of the cars in Death Race Beyond Anarchy is similar to Shadow. I gotta watch Death Race again. Especially because I know that they draw from each other. Death Race 1 and 2 and Twisted Metal, I think they really draw a lot of inspiration from each other. Without a doubt. To the point where, like, characters are named after each other. Like Juggernaut, Marcus Kane, like, they all swap names and stuff. I gotta check those out. Yeah, I've only ever had it happen once, and it had me so confused till I figured out what happened. Alright guys, I think that's all I have the mental capacity for. I didn't expect a 3-hour stream to be just one playthrough of Twisted Metal. And I'm sure a lot of you watch Winter's streams, and he's great. I recommend him if you don't. Check him out. But dude's flying through Twisted Metal games. He is just ripping through them. He'll do like a 3-hour, 4-hour stream or however long it is, and he'll be like, alright, I played through Twisted Metal 3. Okay, now on to 4. Oh, finish that. Now it's on to 2 or Black or whatever. And I'm just like, one playthrough of Twisted Metal 2 takes up 3 hours. It's insane. So we'll get this dialed in. But I do appreciate all you guys being here, hanging out with me as I somehow somehow can play a game this bad. Somehow. Winters 989. For anybody interested, thank you, Sweet Pepino. I should have mentioned. I just say Winters, like it's not enough. But yes, Winters 989. Check him out. Super great, super talented content creator. Lester Fox, good night. Rosewick, have a great night. Sweet Pepino. Wallace Shaw, I know you just joined us, but thank you for stopping by. Rack Rondul, thank you for stopping by. You guys have been so great. I really love hanging out with all you guys. Sev213. Clip's Not Corny, Mr. Viggs, assuming you're going to bed here pretty soon. But yeah, all of you guys, thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out. I'll try to get on sometime soon, I suppose. Most likely Saturdays are the easiest time for me. However, I have a new podcast with that guy who dipped out a little while ago that we do 8:30 Pacific time on Saturdays. So I'll try to sneak in a Twisted Metal stream in there. But yeah, have a great night, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Be kind.